Are we recording right now?
I mean,
we really should we?
I've started, but like we haven't really gone into this. And people keep saying we need to add more structure. And good lord.
Okay, let's actually add more structure then. Let's actually add more structure. Jesus Christ, what are we doing with our lives? Okay. Welcome everybody to the next episode of All Grumblers podcast in December. Today we're going to be reviewing the year of the year of our Dark Lord Cthulhu 2025. And still the Swedish Christmas goat has not burnt yet, to the dismay of the Swedish people. This is a national shame that makes me angry and sad. Still.
So is this meant to be the podcast with structure, by the way? We're having a
wait.
off-topic goat ramble this early.
I love how Fred goes, right, this podcast is going to have structure.
2021, it got burnt. Okay, so enough rambling about that. Today, we're going to do the year in review. We're going to be talking about Warhammer in review. And then we're going to be talking about the rest of our games in review and highlights for the year for gamers.
Wow.
That sounds good. Should we do it this way? Should we should we say a game that we played every month of the year? Like our favorite game of the month?
Okay.
You played
so
three.
The structure will be that we first will go through Warhammer. Look, people said we should be more structured. We're trying, man. You can't expect more. Like, what do you do? People think we just like sit here and plan like, oh, what you want to do? It's like I was 5 minutes late. I was like, yeah, my in-laws were having second breakfast here. And then I was like, oh no, we were supposed to have Christmas shirts because that was my idea, and I had to go and change. Like, you get what you guess. That's just what it is.
I feel like anyone that's watching us now that is desperate for structure has long ago given up. The only people we've got now that love the mess.
Yeah. We literally join this call, talk for like 10 minutes. I just start recording at some point, and then Fred will do the intro, and then that begins the podcast. Perfect. January.
Let's talk about Warhammer 3 first. This should be easy because they only released one DLC, so...
Yeah.
But there have been way more updates.
That's true. We got some quality of life here and there. We got the lizard men, the Tomb Kings, and the other things.
Yeah, wasn't there an update at the start of the year as well? Kislev was last year, right?
Did Kislev get an update?
I think this is what they're talking about. We should have really researched this if we want to talk about it.
I remember that there were a few updates. I can't really think of it. I mean, the thing is, I can't think of anything that really changed the game all that much. There were some nice to haves, things like the lizard men getting a little bit, and the Tomb Kings as well. But nothing was. The problem is none of those updates hit as hard as stuff you can get for mods that really add new mechanics to those factions.
Yeah, mods
so it did feel a bit like
the MVP of my year for sure.
Yes, mods have been the savior.
I will bring the structure. So there were still more things as well that happened for Total War as well. I'm just trying to go as far back as I can, and going so. I'll be honest. Hold on. Now I can find. Okay, here, 3 months, 6 months.
This is the worst one we've done yet.
No, it's not. It's not.
The terrifying thing is, I think Fred's right. I don't think it is. That's what we've ever done.
Okay, so this year we had campaign AI betas, right? They did change that. They were also implemented. We also
has anyone noticed any changes to the AI?
Yes, I definitely have.
I feel like it's a little bit. The player bias isn't fixed, but it's a little bit better.
It's a little bit better, yeah. And also how aggressive the AI is. Unfortunately, it's been subsidized, the hype with the AI blobbing. The AI blobbing has always been there, though. But now everyone started thinking about it. And it wasn't really fixed in the latest DLC either, but they did fix it for some of the factions. So I guess they're on the way to fix that. So hopefully we'll get that going at some point. We also had the Siege beta, which everybody absolutely loved. No siege ladders, buildable siege ladders. Just all in all, just cooler sieges. Were they easier? I mean, yeah, they were better. So they weren't like as balanced, so to say, because if you're attacking somebody, you shouldn't have an advantage if you're trying to siege a castle.
But they took that away then, didn't they?
Well, it was a beta, so they have never implemented it. The campaign AI stuff was taken away as well and then implemented.
So they were just like, here's some better sieges, and it's gone.
Yeah. I mean, that is literally what the betas are for. They're supposed to test stuff and then see how they implement it. Because the problem is with the sieges is that, you know, that the AI doesn't know what to do without the pocket ladders. So it does get easier, but it does get better as well. But what actually happens is that they just stand outside the walls and get shot at by the towers. And if you manage to get rid of all their siege equipment, they can't really do anything. So what they should be doing is just fleeing, but instead they just get shot at by the towers once again, or like have one unit trying to get the gates.
Which is weird, because I'm fairly sure in previous Total Wars they did actually retreat if they couldn't take a settlement. They were like,
no.
Well, we're out.
A lot of time they would just shoot, or they would just stand there and get shots. But then you have like nice solutions like Three Kingdoms, where they have like little grappling hooks where they like, and then it like immersively they can do that, because pocket ladders are unimmersive, and I think that's the problem with them.
Yes.
So the problem is not ladders; it's that they don't have anywhere to store the ladders.
If they were all running ahead with the ladders, like, come on, lads, move those legs, and then just boing, pops up, I'd be okay with it. It's the fact that they just yeet them out of their arse.
Yeah. Basically, it is super weird to.
And every unit has them. Well, every infantry unit that can climb walls. But
and it doesn't impede their like running power or anything like that, or formations or anything. They just like run there and then like.
I don't think ladders are like inherently a bad thing, but having them be a buildable and something that you have a choice of who has them is just such a better way to do things. So yeah, really, really hope that oh good lord, sorry, I'm just looking at the news. Tides of Torment teaser May. Yeah, I really hope that is implemented soon, because good lord, pisses me off.
But yeah, that was pretty cool. Obviously, like with everything with Total War, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right? The AI stuff that was campaign AI stuff that was actually implemented, it's like, yeah, it is better, but also the blobbing is there now as well. It was always there for some, to some degree, but now we all start thinking about it. So, you know, we went like, instead of that far, we just went like that far, and it's hard to notice.
I mean, change is
obviously
incremental in game, so I feel like you're never going to just notice like a humongous change outside of DLCs, but
yeah,
I don't really know what you can do to fix that.
I mean, what can they do? Yeah, just put in like
release more DLCs,
3 times the amount of people.
Updates, for the love of God. Stop making these 3 lore DLCs. If they'd have done 1 lore DLCs 3 times this year, you'd have been like, oh, that was a pretty good year. We got regular updates, we got regular reworks and changes. But instead, because it's all crammed into 1 week, especially for what we do, where we just play all of it as fast as possible, I played it and I was like, okay, so that's it. I'm done.
Now what do I do?
Yeah.
The embargoes were better this year, though. I really felt, because this is like a content creator thing, though, and but I think like maybe one person at least will find this a little bit interesting. So before, when we had embargoes, it's been like you're allowed to showcase the free DLC stuff, like a rework campaign or something like that. And for us, it's like pretty boring to play. Like, for example, if you would be playing like High Elves or something like that, you would just be playing those campaigns with like 1 more mechanic or something. And then you would go like to the actual DLC campaigns. And then like you would be a little bit like tired of playing that faction anyway. But this year they actually changed, so we were allowed to showcase DLC units in the free DLC campaigns, which was really, really good. It was such a fun change of pace for us, just in what we do, honestly. It's such a luxury problem as well, but it really did change a lot.
It was nice for me because obviously I make the videos about the units and then make videos about the campaigns. So that was quite nice to my structure. But yeah, that first embargo where it's just showing units, I can't imagine that was great for either you two. Because I know that you're not like super.
Not to mention the fact that I don't bother reading shit. So when they put the embargoes up, I just assumed you couldn't show the units. So I recorded like a bunch of episodes without those units. And then I realized, and I was like, well, that's shit. So I have to go back and re-record everything, which is... And it's my fault, but I'm still annoyed.
Yeah, the only showing like battle stuff the only thing I ever do is like stupid unit testing, and I do the shittiest unit testing I can, which is basically just, if I have one of these units, how many Bretonnian peasants with pitchforks can they kill? And it's like, oh, they actually managed to get 600. That's great.
I bet those champions of Slaanesh can cut straight through a Bretonnian mob, like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, they I think routed the entire like 20 stack of peasants.
They are insane. They might be like the most broken unit that got added. They're just like so crazy.
Yeah, they were definitely like my favorite unit of DLC by far. I also love monsters, the infantry. So
yeah, we kind of jumped ahead there. The structure's going really well.
Yeah, I felt that as well. But
I mean, there's not much else to talk about. Let's be honest. It's all war related.
Yeah. Now that I'm looking behind me, I can also see the Lizardmen and Tomb King reworks that they also put out, which is pretty nice. It wasn't actually reworks. I'm not gonna say that. They were quality of life updates. Yeah, they were quality of life updates. That is what they were called.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they were better, but also like it was quality of life updates. It wasn't like rework. So it's like, this is nicer, and then, you know.
Was your life improved in quality when these updates came out?
I mean, I think the campaigns got better, personally. But obviously it's not like the medallions of Chakwa or anything like that. Or Tomb King's Extended.
That's kind of like my baseline now. I look at and I look at stuff like that, and I'm like, well, if mods can do that, and all CA can do is go, we've wiped off some of the dirt, isn't that much better? I'm like, no. And I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm being ungrateful. Maybe I'm a grateful little shit. I don't know. But I just...
Yeah, I think mods do spoil you, because especially for like... Oh, my spine. Especially for Lizardmen and Tomb Kings, there are mods that rework them and are fantastic. Like Tomb King Expanded and Medallion of Shakwa are like two really good in-depth mods that breathe new life into those factions. So when you get a quality of life official update, that's just like, oh, so we changed the technologies and like certain resources are like now slightly better. It's like, okay, but you're not going to get like a proper rework without DLC, because that's not how it works. It just like the resources that are required just like can't be justified.
No, and it's fine, and it's nice to have. It's just,
I do hope the Tomb Kings which we'll come to shortly, I imagine, the End Times DLC. I hope they do get a bit of attention, bit of love, because
I mean, we did see a bunch of stuff for them, so like the Herald and Kenrick Titan stuff that we saw in the artwork.
That's very true. We saw the units.
But I also think it's kind of like if you check our comments on the podcast, we also like see a bit of CS problem as well. Because somebody was like, we were talking about what we hoped would be changed for the vampire counts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we suggested, for example, different currencies, like one for actual dark sorcery and one for like infrastructure and stuff like that. And somebody was just like livid in the comments that we would change anything, because they thought like everything was perfect. I think a lot of people are like looking for only, for example, like blood kisses changes and things like that, because the other system is like, it's fun. It's very strong. It's literally like the race dead mechanic is what is powering that entire faction. Like that's like insanely much. That and the Mortis engine, basically. But it's a balance they have to do, I guess.
I think anyone that's saying the vampire count's like perfect and don't need to be touched apart from in blood kisses is facing insane levels of cope. I love the vampire counts. They are my favorite faction. However, boy, they got some stuff that's really, really bad.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of faction mechanics that if you really want to like go for it, you have to like spend 200 to 500 gold every turn on every hero to like try to get kisses and assassinate people.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. But
it does make you feel a little bit for CA, where it's like, you know, every time they do a rework, they're probably going to piss off like a good 20% of people. Like there'll probably be people that after the Norska rework, which I think objectively is a massive improvement, are like, no, don't like it. Liked them better before. What do you do?
I liked it when all they had was the harbors. They gave them out 800 per harbor.
I like it when they had monster hunts that didn't work and a Throg sounded like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, like it's always tough, but I think why they didn't get more rework is just because they didn't have like the manpower for it. Honestly, I think like most of the devs are, you know, working on other projects, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think when you see like one DLC in the year is obviously disappointing, but then when, you know, you get the showcase and it's like there's the End Times DLC, there's Medieval 3, there's 40k, which we haven't even talked about on the podcast yet. Like, it makes sense why, like, for lack of a better term, the minor DLC team is, like, being reduced so much, because guaranteed much more resources to go into that End Times thing than Tides of Torment, and probably have been for all year, because that End Times, I mean, it seems like an expansion rather than a DLC. I think calling it a DLC is probably doing it an injustice.
Yeah, I mean, everybody hates the stories of End Times, but dang, I've been saying for years, everybody would love the units of the End Times, 100%.
That showcase, like for us, I don't know about you guys, speak for myself, I find it very hard to get excited about Total War these days. Like, even when there's a new DLC, I'm just like, oh, cool. And then I'm just like thinking about the work. End Times, I'm genuinely like, ooh, ooh. And then when I watched a bit of the 40k showcase, I was like, ooh, ooh. I was like getting pretty excited to like play and talk about it, which is rare. So it's nice. It's a nice change.
I'm going to level with you. I'm going to level with you now. I was excited, but I wasn't as excited as I thought I was going to be.
That's fair.
About any of it, which is weird. And I did feel kind of like, oh wait, shouldn't I feel be more excited about this? And I didn't really, and I don't know why. But maybe it's just because the last year.
Yeah,
I was way more excited for the End Time stuff than for 40k, but that's just because I've already tried out 40k. So I was like, I want to do End Times now, and I really like, you know, the Total War and everything like that. I don't know. I'm just.
Are you allowed to say
that? Not allowed to say that.
Are you allowed to say that you've tried it?
Are you allowed to?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I am allowed to say that I've tried Total War.
And it was dog shit.
I can't say anything about it though, but like I did try it. I'm looking forward to playing more of it.
Yeah. So, which was your favorite chapter, and why was it Space Sharks?
The Carcadons.
Yeah, they're the best. They're the only decent Space Marine chapter.
No, they're not.
They're the best boys.
Is there anything
the Salamanders are the best boys.
Silence, gentlemen. Is there anything?
No, we're gonna settle this now. There's so many fun.
Structure.
No, it's so funny. Like when you play Space Marine 2 and stuff, then you're salamander like skin, and it's like how he has the green armor stuff skin on, and the other one isn't. So you can just be like, brother, last time I went home, I got these cookies. What did you get? Oh, right. You're not allowed to visit your family. Only we are. And you just keep on doing that all the time and just messing with them, because salamanders are like the only ones who canonically go and like...
they have a work-life balance.
Yeah, they're allowed to like go visit their families, and you can just be like, I remember what my mother said. Oh, right. Sorry, I was being insensitive. You probably don't remember your mother, or they're dead.
Right, we're going back to Warhammer 3. Let's drag it back.
Is there anything else to talk about? Do we want to talk about the DLC a little bit more? Because I'm not going to lie, we got the quality of life, and that's kind of it until DLC.
I have been playing Sail.
Mm-hmm. Finally.
And yeah, I did finally get around to playing Sail, and I still really do think the monster hunts need to have their cooldown reduced, because I think it's annoying. But apart from that, I would say I think the Norskins are great now. I think they're a huge amount of fun.
Yeah.
And basically, apart from that, no notes.
Yeah, I feel like Norsk were the big winners. I think I prefer Dekala into the DLC lords, but like the Norscan rework is just, it's really, really good. I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that Aislinn is probably the easiest faction, but I think that's probably down to the fact he's a horde and the AI doesn't know how to deal with hordes. And that's the entire reason. I don't think there's anything.
We just like make a sea outpost and then just sail away and the AI's like,
But
what am I supposed to attack?
Yeah, it really has no idea what to do, does it?
It's like R-ball when you just appear and you're like,
haha,
portal! And he's like teleport away and they're like,
imagine, I wish
Yes, Michael.
Arbol did that in like normal campaigns. Does he actually teleport around when you're not playing him? Because you just imagine he turns up, kicks your ass, and then dissipates. I'm like, what the fuck?
You're like trying to siege something. He's like, R-ball, undefeated. And then you just like fights you like, it's like, you just managed to win. And he's like, peace. And he just goes out.
I think part of the problem is a lot of my enemy factions would send armies towards my like outpost, but the AI gets bored. The Total War AI has got like ADHD or something, because it'll be like, I'm gonna get you, and they go, fuck, I can't be bothered now. I'm just gonna go back. And then like 3 turns later, I go, right, I'm doing it again. No, I'm going back again. I can't be bothered with this. And it'll just keep flip-flopping, so it never reaches its destination.
They just can't be asked to deal with all the disembarking and embarking of the bloody waterways.
No.
I can only hear Wolfric every time somebody says that's embarking.
Speaking of which, I really do like Wolfric's teleport. I think that's so neat. And letting him take his friends with him is really good. And I love that you can use it when you're playing Throg. I do wish that Wolfric got something else, because he has these teleporting. I wish he got something for his campaign, because other than that, like, I mean, he has a unique start location and is good with his infinite marauders, but that's about it.
I wish he could
really
just go out and to duel people.
Yes, that'd have been fun.
That'd be so good.
I think they gave his mechanic to Arbol, and it would have been nice to see Wolfric get that. But
I mean, like, that's literally what I told Sean. We were doing an interview with Sean from Creators, and I was like, "Why did you give Arbol Wolfric's mechanic?" I still remember how perplexed he was. Like,
how dare you?
What is he talking about? I was like,
"Isn't that Skull Taker?"
No. Arbol has it teleporting around.
Is he?
Skull Taker can also teleport. There's a lot of people that can teleport around. Just
Arbol can only teleport to like cool people who to defeat. Like people who are
it's
like
just Karl with shades on. It's like, I will teleport to you.
Yeah.
What I do love about Norsca is the fact that they also have like faction specific technologies in their technology tree as well.
They've always had that, to be fair to them, which is super cool. I've always loved that as a gimmick.
Yeah, kind of love that. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, I just thought it was a really good, strong DLC.
I don't love it as much as you guys. I'm a bit more of a fan of the patch overall than the DLC itself, but it's definitely one of the better ones, and especially of the three Lord packs that we've had so far. Boy, it's never getting close to that bottom position. Shadows of Change.
I do love the patch, and I think it's weird that I think both Total War and Paradox games have this weird thing where when they release a DLC, it often comes alongside a patch. And it's almost like both of those things together are considered a package. Mm-hmm. And like, if the patch isn't good, the DLC is also not good, despite the fact that they're two different things, but they seem to be lumped together for some reason.
Well, Shadows of Change does still get stick because, we didn't get any free lords. Stuff. We basically didn't get any free updates.
No reworks or anything.
That was part of the problem. Like, I mean, Shadows of Change was a perfect storm of like prices going up, 3 Lord packs, 2 of the Lords were like kind of questionable at best. And I don't think we got a lot of units either, because of the units have definitely been jacked up in recent DLCs. There's a whole lot of things that make Shadows of Change a poor DLC, but it's definitely judged as a package.
It's what we've always been saying. The free stuff is what makes this like it makes the whole thing, like people will remember the free stuff. Like Chaos Dwarfs is like, it's a good faction, but nobody was like super excited over that patch or anything like that because there was nothing there.
Yeah.
Then when Shadows of Change dropped and we got nothing, everybody was like, I noticed this now. You guys suck. And they're like, hey.
So we went an entire year without a DLC, basically.
Yeah, it was just shy of a day.
By days.
Year, goodness me.
It was. But then they decided to just like vomit everything Total War on us in about a phase of like 2 weeks, I think. I feel like.
Yeah. The DLC was around 2 or 3 week campaign for us for the embargoes, and then just after it was the 25th anniversary, which of course we streamed on Fred's channel and did the podcast on it. You know, no big deal.
Yep.
But
it's a fun
it was
time.
very cool.
Yeah, so we got
Absolutely super chaotic having 4 people talk over 1%er. Not something we'll do again in that regard, but it was a fun experience regardless.
it was a fun watch party. Okay, I enjoyed it. You could really tell when they were talking about the engine for like 25 minutes and we were just talking over it. You could really tell when we were not interested.
I do feel like the showcase there was some it's one of those things. This showcase could have been an email.
Yeah.
I was like interested in the engine, the end time stuff. Medieval 3 was interesting as well. I mean, that was pretty cool. But had you just gone, here's like 5 pictures and 18 paragraphs, would have been like, great, I could read that and be done with it.
I appreciate the production value and that they put the effort in and that they got Cody there and SoTech and all these people.
Yep.
Didn't invite us, but you know, it's whatever.
We never get invited anywhere, do
How
we?
many monsters are on a blacklist somewhere? Probably because of the Total War Clash, which is fair enough. But yeah, it really did feel like they're like, oh shit, how do we make this into a showcase? Because it could be an email. Let's get people in to ask questions to the developers. And to be fair, I liked the 40k roundtable thing they did recently where Josh was on it. I like that a lot more. No offense, Cody and SoTech, you were great. Love you guys. But I just like that more because it was finding out more about the game rather than the engine, which who cares?
Which I liked. I'm going to be honest. One of the high points of the showcase with me was watching a building slowly disintegrate as it got hit. I was like,
it's cool, but I prefer they show, don't tell. You know, I find that's always a bit more interesting because when you get like a big trailer and it's showing all these units, like the end times thing, you can be like, oh my god, it's the Titan thingy. But when they're just like, oh yes, there's going to be lots of new units in this Tomb Kings thing, and then Nagashi's going to be here and he's going to be super powerful.
There were no Titans in the 40k thing.
I didn't say 40k, I said end times.
I just want to mention it made me sad.
Oh, that's fair. You didn't have your cathedral with guns?
No.
Devastating.
I know. I'm so sad about that.
But yeah, I always prefer them to show, don't tell. But the showcase was pretty good, and you know, it's exciting. Like I said, it's good to be excited.
I genuinely can't believe they edged us at the end, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just so hard, so obviously. And then we had to wait until the fucking Game Awards.
I mean, should we talk about 40k? Because we've talked about the end times and stuff already in a whole podcast. Should we talk 40k? And what do you guys think? Because Fred's played it, obviously. I am cautiously optimistic. Because that trailer was odd.
Yes. One of the things I will say about the trailer was when I first saw it, I went, is that a MOBA game?
Yeah.
Just from the way it looked. But when I went back and looked at, and like actually looked at it, like paused the screen and looked at it, you can see the, I think it's another screenshot or something actually. You can see the mini map, and they've obviously like piled in as many units as possible into one location so they can get a nice screenshot. And I went, oh, that's what they've done. They've tried to make a nice looking screenshot. But for me, a Total War player, I look at that and go, well, that looks just like a horrible mess because there's no cohesion there. And that's because there wasn't supposed to be any cohesion. So it was a marketing decision, which makes me feel slightly better, but also slightly annoyed.
I mean, if you're advertising at the Game Awards, which definitely has a bigger audience than Total War, you are going to have to like, you know, PR it up and make it look cool. Because, you know, if you just showed like, oh yes, here we have the hammer and anvil of the mounted Space Marines on giant Space Marine horses, and they're going to crash into the back, and they're flanking, oh, and those missile units didn't even get to fire a shot, then it's going to be a very boring screenshot.
Space Marines don't have horses.
I know.
I was also like your lack of lore disappoints me.
I know.
Yeah.
Can you not tell when you're being baited? They should tap into that. Make a Space Marine horse that's big enough to carry them. That'd be pretty cool.
Just this monster steroid horse.
Yeah.
They do have robot horses because the Imperial Guard have robot horses. But
there you go.
Why have horses when the White Scars has come on motorbikes? Gotta go fast.
They do come on motorbikes. I assume ride them as well. I think that, okay, here's my problem, right? we had like a cinematic-y bit to start off with, which looked very cool. But the problem is Dawn of War exists. So any sort of cinematic-y bit you get is immediately like, oh, that looks like Dawn of War, because Dawn of War did the cinematics first. So you get the cinematic-y bit, and then you get basically like I want to say 20-second maybe that's probably way too long actually, more like 10-second shot of an actual like battle before it then zooms out to more of a campaign map. So effectively you get like a Dawn of War cinematic followed by about 15 to 20 seconds of actual sort of like more gameplay looking stuff.
I'm looking at the trailer. I'm at 2 minutes 10 and I've yet to see gameplay.
Yeah.
Of 2 minutes 49.
So this is kind of, I think this is probably why I feel a bit more conflicted on it, because I do feel conflicted on it. I want to be excited and I thought I would, but I feel more sort of pensive about it. And
oh yeah, that minimap is horrendous. It's just like a
right,
big warp.
Yeah, it's all crushed together. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, right, that's what they've done. That's obviously what they've done. It's a marketing shot. Okay, fine. But I get it. I'm like an elitist.
It's like industry standard though for an announcement trailer to have like mostly cinematic stuff.
I mean, yeah. We're not going to hold it against
because you do have just for terminology as well for anyone out there, you have 3 types of trailers. You have cinematic, in-game, and gameplay. Cinematic is just when it's like CGI. It's just like, a movie that they made. In-game is when they make a movie in the game engine. It's not like actual gameplay. And then you have gameplay that is just actual gameplay. And that one was I don't think it was any gameplay. Maybe like a little bit of gameplay.
I think there was a brief, maybe 5-10 second shot of actual battle.
Yeah, but that might have been just in-game as well. Is when they stage stuff, so you won't ever have stuff like that anyway.
I think it probably was. Yeah.
So we don't really know anything. Like it's pretty industry standard. Like, right? It's it's not seeing particular that does anything bad about it. I would say, but hopefully we'll get better stuff later on.
It was fine. It just, to me, felt very generic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I feel bad saying that because I'm sure like people put a huge amount of effort into that.
I feel like Total War trailers, I mean, we've done a whole tier list on trailers, and a good Total War trailer, it's a Total War trailer. Especially for Warhammer. Like the Total War Warhammer 2 and 3 trailers were just they were all CGI, but you could really tell that it was Total War. Whereas this, like you say, it wasn't quite there. It didn't quite feel like it.
No, I think it's simply because Dawn of War exists.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching that first Dawn of War cinematic and being so hyped because it was the first time I'd ever seen 40K, like a proper 40K cinematic. And this one just felt a lot like a Dawn of War, a good Dawn of War cinematic, not Dawn of War 3 cinematic, a good Dawn of War cinematic, but still a Dawn of War cinematic, which then, immediately took me out of, oh, this is Total War, until I saw the very, very short Total War bit.
It does. When is this? Is this 2026?
I don't think they've got an announcement date.
Because like Dawn of War 4 is coming relatively soonish, right?
It's next year, isn't it?
I think so. So it's.
I don't think they've announced a date yet. I think it's very much.
It would be weird to compete with each other, to have 2 of these games in 1 year, especially from like a Games Workshop perspective. Like I don't think they would allow that.
So I have heard this argument before, and I do think they are very different games.
I mean, yeah,
they're both set in the same universe, but they're very different games. Even though they're both in the RTS genre, but they're still very wildly different experiences. So I think they both live next to each other. That's fine. It's just that, 40K fans are going to eat well.
Yeah. It's really one of those things where people are going like, oh no, my steak is too juicy and my lobster is too buttery. I have too many 40K games yet again. And they're both on Steam. Very positive reviews. Oh.
But
that's all I'm hearing.
Did you guys watch the round table?
Yes.
It seemed very much like... So I'm like wondering, 40K, it's planets, it's galaxies, it's solar systems, universes, it's big. It's very, very big. Whereas Total War is obviously, it's a planet at the most. If we're going to be really generous and call Immortal Empires a planet, which I guess we can. like how is it going to work? Because from what it seemed like, they're like, oh yeah, a planet will have multiple regions on it, and you'll have to expand across the city to capture it all. And I was like, how is this going to work? Because if you have to like land on a planet and then spread across it, like I just feel like the macro management is going to be such a headache.
Now I'm just imagining like one person in the comments like, if your world leverage is a planet, we're Ind.
Yeah, true. No Ind, no crash.
I will say that I do feel like the 40K, the Medieval 3 roundtable I found much more informative than the 40K roundtable, which I find a bit weird considering that 40K is the next title that's coming out. I was left with the 40K roundtable going, you said words, and I have more questions than I had before, which I don't feel is like what you probably intended, but you're right. I was like, okay, so how does a planet work? And then we're talking about like going down and fighting with an Imperial Guard faction. I was like, okay, well, where did those come from? Like, is there an Orc Empire, for example, that you're fighting? Is this just, do you go to a planet and this battle is just made up? Does it just exist in a potential battle and that's it? There's no actual enemy factions? Like, how does this, you're saying words and I have no idea how this is all supposed to hang together.
Yeah,
that's why I never watched the like that early stuff, because it's always like PR speech, which could be like, we're trying to make a good game, but instead it's just like, so me and my team are endeavoring to try to make the cumulative and best Warhammer or this franchise experience that we can create. And in this experience, we will, and then it's just like word pooping, and it's just like these really loose things like, yes, in this, we will also have battlefields, obviously, and these will be on corporeal ground, as corporeal as virtual settings can be, so that the units do not fall through. And we will have units, obviously, that won't fall through the ground, because the ground corporeal, once again. Will we have ethereal things? Have not decided. Probably not. And it's just like keeps on going like that. It's like nothing, say nothing about generic things.
I watched it because I was like, I had concerns and questions, and I came out of it going, yeah, that didn't help, to be honest. Which,
I don't get how it's going to work. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to find out how it does work, because I hope it does. Yeah. But I don't get it, because they're like, oh yeah, you'll go on this planet and that will help your grades campaign, and then they're like, well, normally you finish your campaign, but this time when you finish your campaign, it feeds into your next campaign. It's like, well, what is this, a roguelike? Like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. If they did like a roguelike Total War, Jesus.
Can you imagine?
Nervous.
Can you imagine a roguelike Total War?
That'd be scary.
I wish we had more information out about it so we could talk about it. But there isn't much to.
No, there really isn't.
The customization sounds good.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like you have real customization options.
It sounds like it sounds like an army painter, really. I don't know if it's an army painter or if you can just choose from like all the different chapters. Because if it is an army painter, then fucking get it in Warhammer 3. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
Didn't they say you were going to be able to paint your dudes? I think they said that in a blog post. Pretty sure. Yeah,
sounds like you should. Yeah. It sounds like it's very customizable. Like it's not. Yeah. It's not like you pick a chapter. It's more like no. You can make whatever the fuck you like. You want to make your lovely rainbow warriors?
Oh yeah.
Knock yourself out, buddy. You've got that.
Hello Kitty Marines will rule this galaxy.
The woke Marines.
That's going to annoy a certain section of the 40K fandom, which I love.
The woke Marines are back.
It's going to be so good. No, as long as I can
it's going to be the iridescent saber cats or something like that, which will be like just Hello Kitty Marines.
Amazing.
About 40K speech.
The other thing is obviously how the factions work, because they said the Imperial Guard were more of a standard Total War faction, but Space Marines and Eldar don't tend to take territory, and Orcs tend to just break that shit down. So there's a real sort of like, how is this all going to work? How are you going to make these factions? And I do think that's something that Creative Assembly are good at, is the theming. They don't always hit it right, but I think they do try to like make factions feel how they should feel in the
I mean,
setting.
technically, Space Marines take places, they just don't keep it, but they like take it and then they just like leave it over to other people, right? In lore-wise. Because they do
Well,
go
I mean,
in and
I
take
just-
the planets.
So I just remember that particular. I think it's the Siege of Kursk or something, where it's the siege where the Krieg, Death Corps Krieg are first mentioned in the setting, and how they've been on this siege for like 5 years. They're still trying to like break through, and these Dark Angels turn up, and they're like, "We're gonna take the spaceport. Don't bother saying anything else." They cut communication. They go down, take the spaceport, they fuck off again. That's it. That's all they do. That feels very Space Marine. They're just like, yeah, we turn up, we do whatever the fuck we like, we think it's going to help, and then we're off again.
I mean, you can just do it like what's his name? Not to bring up the king, but Nakai. Where it's a vassal, and it's just like, there you go, Imperium Man, you can have this, do what you want with it, I'm off to the next one.
Yeah, it feels like more like you'd give it to like an Imperial faction and be like, yeah, I'm gone now. Bit more like Aislinn, basically.
Yeah, but I think you don't have to worry about I think for all the faults of Total War factions, like they always feel correct. They always feel right. Like the Vampire Coast suck, terrible, very bad mechanics, but you feel like an undead pirate when you play. Well, you don't, but the faction feels like one of Undead Pirates.
Yes.
So I don't think you need to worry too much about the feel. It'll just be how it translates. But I'm looking forward to finding out. I'll remain cautiously optimistic, but it is very cautiously.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for End Times because I think we know where we are with that. And it'll be kind of hard to fuck that up. Which is not a challenge.
Say, Jesus Christ. Careful. Don't say things like that.
Right. Is there anything else 40k related?
No, it is the Medieval 3 stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which they haven't said much, but they did say we're going to be able to build anything, anywhere.
Yeah.
So we can build up our own major towns if we want to and things like that, which is going to be very, very cool. So I'm looking forward
does
to that.
feel like they're creating more of like a medieval empire simulator rather than a pure like this is just a vehicle to get you into a battle.
I mean, I hope they do. Because I think Total War does have a lot of room for like RP and just like more interesting things than just constant battle.
Yeah. To be honest, I think that would solve a lot of its problems.
I get that it's called Total War, so I feel like they feel the pressure to be like, well, you need to be totally at war all the time. But I feel like some of the best Total War campaigns are ones where you are just kind of RPing around, like Bertrand the Brigand, which Cody always brings up. Fair enough, you are doing quite a lot of battling, but a lot of it is like, oh, what do I want to do today? Do I want to be a mercenary, or do I want to be like Robin Hood? Do I want to be a hero of Britannia, or do I want to be a little demon? You get to choose what you want to do, and the campaign revolves around that rather than just constantly battling.
I will say that the Warhammer games are definitely more RP structured because you play as like, which campaign are you doing? I'm playing Manfred. I'm playing Karl Franz. And this is what my Karl Franz does, and like, how do you build your Karl Franz? My Karl Franz gets red line first, things like that.
Yes, it's something that Age of Wonders 4 does really well, like the blends the RP and the strategy together.
Yeah, probably the best X4 game out there right now, I think.
It's my favorite fantasy strategy game after Total War Warhammer 3. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same.
Yeah, it's great for that. You just like make some faction and be like, yeah, that's what I am now. I'm being the ice giant faction. But I love that shit.
Yeah, back to Med 3.
Yeah,
I think I'm keeping us on track. I'm doing my best.
Good job.
I think like the most exciting thing to me is the new engine, because it's like, I've been playing, and these games been on the same engine since like Shogun or something. Shogun 2 maybe.
Since Empire?
It's been a long time since I've had like a new engine, and I'm just excited to see, like, even though I'm not like horrendously overexcited about historical games, because that's just me, I am looking forward to the new engine and seeing what like the next, not to be too dramatic, but like the next step of Total War is, because it really does feel like it will hopefully be a bit more of a like, what's the word, like just an evolutionary step rather than just iterative change.
Yeah, I think that's going to help the devs as well, because it does feel like they've been struggling so much, and I think they've done. I genuinely think like Code Assembly have got some incredibly talented people, particularly like animations and like the look of things, but particularly like just wrangling this fucking engine to do some of the shit they do is genuinely astounding, because you think that they're basically finding hacks for stuff to make stuff work. I'm like, that's great, but obviously it's now really a problem for them because stuff just keeps breaking and they can't work out how to fix it, like the siege replay bug, for example. And now I'm going to bring that up.
Now that's getting carried over. Did you not hear?
It's a feature. But it's one of those things where I'm like, they're obviously struggling with it. So having a fresh new engine, I'm hoping, is going to basically save all those problems, make things easier for them to develop more content, because it feels like it's been a real blocker for them.
Mm-hmm. And as far as Med 3, I mean, we don't really know a lot other than like the little scraps of, like you said,
I mean, like it's pre-production, right?
Yeah. We're not
They're
going to see it
we're almost finished with the engine we're going to be using.
Yeah. We know that building can collapse nicely. Boy, do we know that. Show that bit of footage so many times.
So good.
The building collapsing is really one of those things where to me, it sounds neat, but I really want to see examples of how you use it on the battlefield, because I really can't care less if like,
I mean, it's
things
cool if
fall
it
apart
happens.
better.
Was it Thrones of Britannia, Britannia, where you could like burn buildings in villages and it'd like destroy the actual buildings. That is a cool use of that, because it means that even if you don't win a siege, you can really make it hurt. Like you could enact a siege battle, just batter the shit out of their buildings and then retreat just to like, you know, progress the siege faster, because if they ain't got any buildings, they're gonna be like, oh shit, what do we do now?
I just think it's so cinematic to watch like the city crumble as the fighting continues. And I'm just like, it just sounds so cool to have like buildings start collapsing, and collapsing in a way that's not just they go from their normal state to damaged state, but actually like, oh no, this part of this building is going to crumble because it was hit by a projectile or something like that. That's cool to me. Like that feels like it has a lot of possibilities in a way that when they, you know, released, I don't know, Pharaoh or something and went, if the weather changes, I went, I don't care.
Hey, well, the blood in the river, that's cool.
That is so cool.
You know what? That is pretty cool. I did like it was the whole, look, we're building this game around the fact the weather changes once during a battle. And I was like, all right, I guess.
Yeah, it really is like that, right? Oh no, it's a sandstorm. Everyone will take some attrition damage all the time and will be tired. And like, all right. And then you're like, look at the river blood. Look at this. And you zoom in. It's like, that's the coolest shit ever.
That and the grass. I remember everyone was really happy with the grass in Troy.
Yeah, it was so good.
So good.
It's one of those things that sometimes CA really focus on weird shit, like the weather, and also, what's the little gribbly dude that Sale has? Do more?
Oh,
Death more.
What a waste.
And I was like, but this is just Wulfric's boat.
Yeah.
But worse.
It's just Wulfric's boat. What the fuck did you put? He's in, like, if you, we get those, the what they call art packs, don't we? Mm-hmm. The resource packs. And if you get the sale one from that, he's got the little gribbly dude behind him. And I'm like, why? He doesn't fucking do anything.
Well, yeah, he was the teaser trailer. Deathmore, sorry, I don't know. He/they pronouns for Deathmore, please. Like, he was the teaser trailer, so I was like, oh, so this is a legendary hero. And like, he'll just kind of float around and then he'll be full of all different kinds of magic, kind of like the Blue Scribes. That makes sense because he's a load of casters, born to one. But instead, he's just like a summonable bowling ball.
He's Wulfric's boat. It's literally a different reskinned Wulfric's boat.
Such a bizarre choice.
Wulfric doesn't have his fucking boat behind him on his little art thing. So what the fuck does Sale have his?
It is a so bizarre choice.
Just something that I was like, why? Why have they done this?
What are we talking about? I thought we were on Med 3. We're on Troy grass. There we go, yes.
Yeah, how good. Yeah. The different thing. Yeah. So anyway, we don't know much about Med 3 and it is, I mean, from what I've seen, I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm more excited about that than 40K, which is weird.
I mean, I when you talk about Troy grass, I recently built a new PC because my PC started crashing all the time. So I was like, I have to have something, like, because my job is literally streaming. And immediately I booted up all the like best grass games that I know of. Just like check them out on a new PC. I was like, "This is so nice. This is great."
I love watching grass. If I look at my kitchen window across the valley, sometimes like the grass is rippling in the wind, and it gives me such a Studio Ghibli feel that I'm like, yeah, that feels so good. I don't know what it is about it. It's like,
it's even a channel meme for me where I talk about grass fix a lot, because it is like really what it goes into is like the polish for things. If you have really good grass, I know that you care so much about everything, and it does the most difference. Like if you, for example, like play Skyrim, for example, and you have it unmodded, and then you just mod in like the grass mod, for example, and you see the steps is covered in like grass and like tall grass where it's supposed to be. Like that's so good. It's like when you go into medieval games and they don't have like ancient forest in them, because ancient forest is basically what you call stuff that has the 3 layers of forest, for example. So you have like underbrush, you have like middle bushes and stuff like that, and then you have like tall trees and like high canopies, stuff like that. So a lot of like medieval games won't even have that, for example. And then like they don't actually give a shit about like what they're actually making. Because they haven't even gone out to a forest, or they don't even know how a forest looks like, So when a game really goes into like heavily into grass and stuff like that, like, like, oh, this is like great. They actually care, about that aspect at least. I can go on about it more, but I'm going to try not to.
I love that about you, Fred. The fact that you can just go, right, this is my knowledge dump about ancient forests.
Yeah, well, just also like why Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, for example, is like ages so well, Arkham Knights and Arkham City, because even though they don't have grass, they have like the equivalent, which is just like trash basically in their cities. So you have like particles and you have like stuff everywhere. So like everything is like graffiti and everything is actually dirty and everything is like unkept, and you can see that it's just like details everywhere, and it's just really, really nice.
It's that, and it's the rain, because everything just shines and it looks like it makes you feel good.
But if you go into like Gotham Knights, for example, they have the rain and everything like that, and the shiny stuff is like cool, but there's no details around, so it just feels soulless straight away, because nobody like managed to put in like the details in it. So grass fix is really like the details that make the soul of the environment, really. Anyway, Troy has the best video game grass in the ever, so you can just fight me on that one. I'm
agreed.
I actually got to talk to the dude who made that grass, and I like asked him like, why didn't you put that into any other Total War games? And he was like, I don't know. Why didn't put it in the other ones?
You don't know. Anyway, so have we got anything more on Total War? Are we happy we have slagged it off as much as we can?
I think we've done it. We've slagged it off as much as we can. I would say I hope there's more content next year, but we'll see.
When was the teaser for Tide of Thrones or Tides of Talk, whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
okay. We got it in
December.
Didn't they say that haven't they like changed, so they have hinted at Monkey King as a single lord pack?
Have they?
I don't know.
In one of the blog posts, and then they've said that Neferata will be DLC with the end times instead. So they changed that. Oh, John! This is interesting stuff. Monkey King. Everyone loves the Monkey King.
Everyone wants Monkey King. Yeah, no, I genuinely don't know. If that came out, I missed that. To be fair, there's been a lot of stuff, so who knows? But yeah, it sounds good. I think they like slated it for summer.
Sure. Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We shall see. We shall see. So should we go on to our games we played this year?
No, I actually have one more actual cool thing here.
Go on.
Which was hold on. I need to check this one where it was. So they did go through the most played campaign stuff like that of the year. Oh, damn it!
Oh
yeah. I love when they do this.
It's gonna be Elspeth, isn't it? Again.
Probably Elspeth or
no,
Karl.
Everyone loves the goth mummy.
It wasn't actually.
Was it Karl? It's probably Karl.
Everyone loves Karl.
Honestly, these days, Karl is kind of a baller. He's got a great campaign. I mean, he always has, but like, especially now with his like Empire Rework Part 2, he rocks.
The top 3 most played campaigns of last year by people were on 3rd place. Can you guess?
3rd place. Is it a DLC?
Dwarves.
It's somebody with a beard.
Thorgrim.
At the time.
At the time.
Yeah, Thorgrim.
Malachi.
That's right. It's Xiao Ming.
Really?
Yep.
That's
I guess that
surprising,
does
to be
make
honest.
sense.
They have like Malachi posted in the background though. Like really weirdly, I'm gonna post like it's so stupid. Like they literally just took like 3rd place and have Malachi. There's like
Is he like coming at him like Jason Momoa to that guy on the red carpet?
That
Like,
guy.
coming
no,
from
yeah,
behind?
Henry
check it out.
Cavill.
It's literally like the old the last year's like most played campaigns, but they just like copy pasted in Xiao Ming on it instead.
Oh, wait,
So we can
that's
see like Malachi
really funny.
right
Oh,
behind.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh, what a blunder.
So, okay, without checking, which one
can already
do
see
you
it.
think was the second? Oh, shit.
Well,
Well,
Monsters can
second
guess.
one is Elsef, Goth Mommy #1, which just goes to show if you do a good DLC, people are just going to play the shit out of that.
That or
Because
the
that
Empire.
That is such a good DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And #1 campaign, to absolutely no one's surprise, Karl France.
Fuck's sake.
Also very
People
good
are so
campaign.
fucking boring. They're like playing just I'm just going to play people, normal people. It's like you've got a
Yeah,
faction
but-
you got fucking Skaven, you got orcs, you got.
We did do an actual episode about like the best campaigns in the game, and Karl and Elsef, like we all agreed that was like some of the best campaigns there was.
Yes.
So top wins and losses. The most victorious was the Empire.
Makes
To no
sense.
one's surprise. The most defeated, Skaven.
I mean,
And
that makes
most
sense.
kills, archers. And they have a little picture of high elven archers there as well. Actually, it's a Lothan Sea Guard, I think they have as a
He's got
picture.
spear.
The most losses was Saurus Warriors. No one's surprised. Like that's literally what you like just spam the entire campaign. And the most played factions. Okay, you haven't seen the rest of them, right? So you can
Yes.
guess.
I'm looking at the blog. You
I've
sent a link.
scrolled.
I've
I've scrolled down and I've gone. Oh Christ!
Just everyone's playing
Okay.
Reichland apart from
Okay, so most played faction for Africa was Reichland.
It would be
Most
easier
played
to
faction
mention
for
the
South
areas
America.
that aren't.
South
playing
America
right.
was Kislev.
Reichland. Right.
For North America,
Reichland.
Reichland.
Latin America.
Reichland. No, you're just spoiling this. God damn it.
It's everyone.
Southeast Asia, Reichland.
Oops, all Reichland.
South Asia, Reichland. Asia, Northern Provinces,
Meow Ying.
which is Meow Meow. Meow Ying. Meow Ying. Most played faction for Russian territories, Ice Course. For Oceania, Reichland. Middle East, Reichland. Eastern Europe, Reichland. Western Europe, Reichland. And the rest of the world, apparently, which is just like
Anyone
Whatever
isn't
place.
What
mentioned.
the fuck?
Order of
what the
Lore
fuck is
Masters.
the rest of the world? Is it Fiji? Is they just gone? Oh, it's Fiji. Yeah, Fiji's playing fucking. There's one guy who's like, no, I fucking love Teclis. That guy's a fucking ace.
Fiji. That's like such a Truman Show episode, like answer, right? Like the most remote place on the globe.
It's just that one
Fiji.
guy who's like, no, I really love Teclis.
Who the hell's favorite campaign is Teclis?
I don't know.
Just play Alariel, bro.
It's literally, it's like North Korea or something. It's just him sitting there like one dude.
Kim Jong-un is a real big fan of Teclis.
Yeah.
He's just like me for real. He's by himself. He's got all this power. Yeah, that's
But he doesn't have to poop either. That's a really weird niche joke, but okay. Right. So the year in review for us then.
video games that we played. that
Video
we liked.
games.
And we have agreed to do this chronologically for each and every month. But first, we're going to take the 3 most played games according to Steam and how many games we played.
Oh, I don't want to do that. It's embarrassing.
And personally, I'm going to start them because other people are embarrassed. I did 174 games because once again, I stream for a living, so I get to do a lot of different games. Sometimes I'm just tired and I switch to a game for 2 hours and things like that. So I haven't completed these, but I have played 174 on just Steam and like at least 10 or something on other platforms. So most is Warhammer 3 by a lot, 27%, Stellaris at 7%, and Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader at 5% of playtime.
Good shout.
Yeah, I played 114 games, which is 50 fewer than last year on Steam, which means I'm pathetic and old. My most played game was an idle game that I played for 31% of my time. Melvor Idle. Okay, Monsters, you'd probably like it, to be honest. It was
Probably would.
Numbers go up, and that's it.
I do like it when numbers go up.
And then Warhammer 3, 18% of my time, and then Hunt Showdown was 8% because I played a shitload of that with my friends this year.
So I only played 62 games. I think the real telling thing is that only 28 of them were new. And 33 of them were demos. So 52% of my time was spent on playing Total War Warhammer 3. Because yeah. And then my next biggest game was Age of Wonders 4 at only 6%, which suggests that I spent most of my time playing Total War Warhammer 3, to be fair. And then complaining about it wildly.
This game sucks.
And I'm going to play it again and again and again until I'm sick. It was Stellaris with only 4%.
Nice.
So got a niche.
Well, we got 2 people here who had Stellaris as top 3 most played games. Should we do old Grumblers play Stellaris? Tell us in the comments.
Yeah, let's do that. I love that. I haven't played the Bernie people DLC yet.
Infernals.
That's
Same
awesome.
actually. I haven't played it either. It came out with like when all the DLC madness and everything like that was happening.
I was trying to find space to play. I think the problem with my stats is that my son also plays on my computer, which means like if I look at my little what's the little hexagon graph thing, a lot of it is in Lego and dinosaurs, which not really my brand, but
yeah, my hexagon is bizarre. I've got Extraction Shooter, Hunt Showdown, MOBA. I haven't really played any MOBAs on Steam this year. Cozy, Souls-like, Idler, and Colony Sim.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I got open world survival crafting and Warhammer 40k, Colony Sim, space, medieval, and hunting. I don't know where hunting comes from. I think that's like Pal World or something.
I guess that would make sense. Kind of depends what Steam's decided. Oh wait, they have tags, don't they? I bet it's one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But do you want to do this month by month? I'm not gonna lie. I made a little list of games on a sticky note, and I don't think I have 12.
I'm just gonna do the highlights. I'm not gonna go through 170 plus games.
Please don't.
Definitely not.
I figured because if you scroll down, there is like a timeline view of the games you played each month, and I was like,
yeah.
I can just look through that and go, yep.
Nice.
Go on then.
Shall we start on January then? What was our best game played in January?
Well, if we're just gonna exclude Total War, since that's like the main stuff, right?
Pretty much every month, my Total War gameplay is over 60%. So,
like the highlights for me though in January were Return to Moria, Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Nice.
And let's see here. Stellaris, I guess.
I mean,
those are my highlights.
I was trying to stick to games that were released this year, but I know that in January, Foundation released on the 31st of January, that little city builder. That game.
Oh, yeah.
I really, really like that game. I only have like, I have 15 hours, which is pretty good. But it's just fun, and I love how organic it is. Like all of your paths are built by your people walking there, and then the path just appears. The houses are built up. You're like, okay, this is where the houses are, and they will build them themselves. It's nice. It's good fun. It's pretty simple, like pretty relaxing. My one complaint is this is a real brain rot complaint. If you play a video on a second screen, it pauses whenever you tab into the game for some reason on my computer, which is upsetting. I can't brain rot to the max, but it is what it is.
That's lame. Of all the games I played in January, which there's not very many, I'm gonna Heart of the Machine.
I can't play this game without put up your phone. Sorry.
Heart of the Machine is such a weird game.
Yeah.
But I kind of love it because it's so just odd, but it's just really compelling. Just a really compelling, odd game which you can just play kind of like weird storylines in. And I just kind of love it. It's just sort of an oddball what. It's one of the Hooded Horse published games. And it is, if you've not played it, it's definitely worth a look. But it is one of those games that you will either kind of go, wow, this is really interesting, or just bounce off so hard.
I played the demo or one of the previews, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? I don't even. I was like following the tutorial and I couldn't work out what to do. It was like playing Hearts of Iron. I was like, what were you talking about?
Yeah, it's so weird because you're like going around at a robot and it's like you have to hide from the authorities, and then you're like you meet a man on the streets and you're like, can I live with you?
It's such a weird game, and I kind of love that. It just does some really weird shit, and I'm just like, yeah, I just leaned into it. It's great.
It's not even a named character or anything. You just like randomly meet someone in the streets, just ask if you can live with it. Like, it's a really weird game. It's very lovely. I wonder what it has actually on Steam.
It feels like one of those games that will have like 900 reviews, but it will be all positive because the people that have stuck with it have just been like, whoa.
Yeah, 92% positive, all reviews.
Jesus.
On 1,300 reviews.
I'll tell you what, I was pretty close.
That is pretty close. Yeah, love that one. So what are we doing in February?
February for me was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 maxed amounts together with Stellaris that I guess had a DLC then, and Monster Hunter Wilds. And I also have to mention Blood Bar Tycoon, which is, I also played Foundation, a bunch of other stuff, but Blood Bar Tycoon is like a little, you make like a little bar, like a bar management thing for vampires. So you have to like hide from humanity and stuff like that. And it's just really cozy and it's nice. And then I think it got to like the 5th or 6th level. And it's just like, the masquerade is broken, like within like 10 minutes every single time. And I just couldn't like solve it. Like it was just such a chillax game. And then it's like panic straight away, like in that level. I couldn't get past it. I like tried it 4 times. So I didn't understand it all. So I was like, gonna leave that. Also, our dear friends, Venris, his game also released in February. Well, into early access. Whispers of the Eyeless. Shout out to Venris.
Yes. I must try that. I keep meaning to. It's on my list.
It's actually a lot of good games in February. Eternal Strands also came out, which is a game that I believe a lot of people will be oh, I played this when I was a teenager. I love that game. It's like one of the best ones ever.
What did come out in February that I've played a lot of this year is Repo. Were you two giving this a go?
Oh.
So it's, do you know anything about it?
Yeah, it's a horror.
Is that the one?
Game with cute characters, right?
Yep. Like you play as these little like minion type dudes, and you break into, what's up, dog? You break into various different locations and different maps, and you just have to steal stuff. But each map has one or more monsters, and if the monsters see you, they generally try and kill you. And it's one of those great games that uses proximity chat. And so I'll go on with a few friends, we'll disconnect from Discord and just go on the prox chat. And then you'll just hear like a faint scream and then an explosion and be like, I wonder what just happened over there. And then just getting jump scared. It's just great fun to play with friends. Another one that would be fun for a cooperative stream, because it's just like, it's hard not to just have a good time when you're playing it. And it's
Shout out
Swedish
games.
Yeah. Made by a very small dev team, and I can't say enough good things about this. I have 30 hours on it, and I'll probably still continue to play because it's just fun.
I played. I mean, February was a good month for games, but I think I probably played the demo of He Is Coming, which it looks It kind of looks like a Spectrum game, which kind of takes me back to my childhood. But it's basically, it's a roguelike where you sort of run around trying to grab equipment and fight monsters before a boss appears, and you then have to defeat it. And the boss has different stuff. Like the boss might have, he's got lots of thorns. So if you attack him a lot with lots of little hits, then you'll take a lot of damage. So you need to like prep lots of big slow hits that are going to, take him out, or other. And it's just a lot of fun. It's quite quick. Like you can play a round in about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how well you do.
Damn, he comes quick.
And he do come quick, and it's just a lot of fun. And again, it's another Hooded Horse game, and it's just it was one of those where I went, I'll play this and see what it's like, and then like 3 hours later, I was like, I should really stop myself, and then I couldn't.
Yeah, Hooded Horse really do release games that I feel like are just made for you.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Am I cracked?
Did you have one more game for February?
Go on then.
No, I thought you had, because I really need to go to the bathroom like just 1 minute.
Oh, it's time for the morning brown.
My most played games in March was 2 Point Museum, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Peppa Pig. Well, my friend Peppa Pig, which I played with my daughter.
Adorable.
Other highlights. It's actually like pretty shit game, but really good if they like want to try to just learn a controller. So they're not used to a touch screen, because she was 5 years old at that time. So it's good that they're learning. Other than that, it was also like there's a lot of highlights for that month as well. Like Cataclysmo came out, Nordhold.
How was 2 Point Museum? Because I played a bit of Hospital and I just couldn't really get into it.
2 Point Museum is nice. It's a cozy game, I think. I like them.
I don't.
It's really.
I didn't like hate it, but I just couldn't like. I don't know, something about the gameplay loop. I don't know. I think I ended up like min-maxing the fun out of it, and it was like, right, so you need to have this, and then I just like placed 4 benches in like a corner to satisfy the needs of the room.
Yeah, I think a lot of those things stem from people who played a lot of like Theme Hospital and things like that back in the day. So you kind of just want to build like a hospital, and you want to have it like nice, and you just want to have like everybody happy about it. So you play it like that.
But you're more meant to play it just like kind of chill and fun and build what you want to look nice.
Yeah. Also played a bunch of Split Fiction then, which is surprisingly really good game. It's a game that has just... Yeah, I think it's surprising, because it's like the only game I can really compare it to is like the Lego Skywalker Saga game, where you have like a million billion good game mechanics, but none of them are like 100% good, but you use them for so little that they're really good, good enough for the segment you're doing. And it's just like a new thing all the time for just hours. So you're never bored. The story is all right, everything like that. It's neat.
You play anything damned?
I didn't play anything that came out this year in March, but I will shout out one game that I played that I think's really good is Unsighted, which is a kind of like top-down pixel art, action-y, platformy thing. But it has like a really cool gimmick where everyone, including you, has only like a certain amount of in-game time left to live. And the only way to extend that time is to like find these collectibles that are all around the map and give them to different people to like feed them this dust to keep them alive. And it sounds really stressful, but like you can pretty easily complete the game without anyone dying. But it gives like, you end up searching through everywhere, but also like rushing as fast as you can so that, you don't run out of time. And then every time you die and you have to run back to a boss, it's just like, oh, fucking hell. But it's a really, really good game beyond just the gimmick. And if you don't like the gimmick, you can turn it off if you want a bit more of a chill experience, which is completely fair.
It's
nice.
got
That's a nice
93% positive on all reviews at 1,716 reviews at the moment.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
And fantastic on Steam Deck. That's where I played it on holiday.
Nice. I played mostly Cataclysmo, which I love. I love Cataclysmo. Again, another Hooded Horse. Is it another Hooded Horse?
Yeah.
I think it is. Which I love Cataclysmo. It's such a cool little game. Although the storyline makes absolutely zero sense. but apart from that...
I'm like, does he have a genuine gripe, or is it because like, why can't I romance the horrific amalgamation of flesh with the torso of a woman. Why can't I romance that?
Well, yeah, like give the people what they want. However, the other slight concern I have is that it's pretty heavily implied the horrible, weird, gribbly monsters are humans, right, that have been mutated. At the same time, if you upgrade the house building, you can see that they've got them hanging on like a butcher's hook outside.
Hey, waste not one, you know.
Which suggests they're eating them. So, I mean, apart from that, like, love that game, love building shit, love watching shit getting knocked over. So it's like playing with building Lego with fortifications. So just great.
Is that why you don't? Is that your gripe that the horrendous eldritch monsters are also cannibals?
No, the people.
No, I just think that's interesting.
Eldritch monsters.
Yeah. But everyone's apparently eating everyone else, which, like, I guess is fine. I don't know. But the storyline does kind of go a bit mental towards the end. Like, it starts off fine and then goes mental and then sort of ends. And I'm like, okay. I mean, it's fine. It's a vehicle to let you play Lego with building fortifications. One thing I would say about it is I love the fact that they're not stingy with the letting you build stuff. Like, I feel like that game is very much a case of, I've managed to mine 5 stone. It's like, brilliant, build a massive fucking wall, do whatever you like. It's not going, oh no, you can't build very much. Don't, be careful. It lets you go nuts, which is great.
Yeah, it's really one of those games where it's like, is that a wall? And they're like, no, I built a parking lot, but it's very high up. And we run on this, and they're like, Jesus.
It's genuinely great. What about April?
I have but one game to talk about, and it's guys. I'm gonna open my Jeff Keighley envelope. Ooh. Oh my goodness, it's Claire Obscure. Unfortunately, it is my game of the year because it's so fucking good. It's the best game. It's the best game. I can't say enough good things about it. It is truly a masterpiece of a game. One of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time, and it's just incredible, and everyone should play it.
I saw you start that game up again the other day. It popped up on Steam that you were playing Claire, and I was like,
I do want to replay because they've added photo mode. They've added photo mode, and the pictures are beautiful. But I can't justify playing it again just yet. Maybe when it gets close to the concert, which I'm going to in May, which I'm going to mention every opportunity I get. I'll do a replay with my girlfriend so she can understand the gravitas. But yeah, I'm really excited. The free update I do want to check out as well. But God, masterpiece.
How long does it take to complete? Like to actually just like go through the story?
Main story, probably just under 30. If you want to do everything, I got 100% in like just over 60 hours. But I did spend 8 of those fighting one boss, and I regret nothing.
Did you play it on hardest?
No, just normal. I'd probably play it on hardest if I was going to play it again. But normal's plenty. I say plenty challenging, but like I think I only like died during really difficult fights. It's pretty easy once you get your timing in. And if you just dodge everything. But yeah. Story is depressing, but God, beautiful. Absolute cinema. But yeah, some other games come out in April, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How many awards did they win?
Personally, I played Age of Wonders 4, which I'm guessing got a DLC in April. I played a bunch of Oblivion Remaster because reliving my childhood with better graphics.
You know the funny thing is I booted up Oblivion Remaster because I saw the shadow drop. I played it for like 2 hours and I was like, this isn't for me, and then deleted it to make space for Claire Obscure and then played that instead.
Yeah, the space. Now that I built my new PC, I got an extra 4 terabytes NVMe. So I have 2 4 terabytes, and both of them are 90% full because it doesn't matter how much space I get. I just install more games.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't have time to play that many games. God damn it.
Yeah, I've got like relatively fast internet. I'm always like, right, if I'm not playing it, it's not installed because otherwise it's just too much.
And I also played Tempest Rising, which is for everybody complaining there are no RTS games out there, that is literally Command and Conquer, or like, Command and Conquer in new clothes. We literally have like equivalent on Nod and GDI. I think they're called like GDF or something, and the other, I can't remember the other one, Dynasty. It's just it's really good. The soundtrack is also there. It's like the Klepacki dude who still came back to make more soundtracks for this one. It's just absolutely great as an RTS game. Also some shout out to Fight Crab 2 and to Distant Worlds 2 that also got a big update then, or a DLC.
It did, because that's what I played mostly. Distant Worlds 2 it doesn't do like the story that Stellaris does, but its combat is like so much better.
Yes,
the actual like ship to ship combat.
Like, go.
Here's two furball. Let's see what happens. Which furball wins? And I mean, that's fine. But Distant Worlds 2 has like, you have actual like fleets that jump in, and all the fighters are individual little entities, and it just feels good. Like all of the ships actually move, and you can pull an individual ship out, and you can take over, like you can board ships, and some of the factions are particularly good at that. And I just love that shit. I wish that Distant Worlds had more of Stellaris's like RPG elements, as Stellaris had Distant Worlds 2 combat elements. Like, because if you could just make those two games kiss, the result would be freaking amazing. Like, it would be the best 4X space game ever. But yeah. So apart from Distant Worlds 2, which I think has also got an update recently, which updates some of the old factions. I also played Age of Wonders 4, which again, just a fantastic game.
I'm sad I ain't got to play it this year, because the Vampire DLC came out, and that's like, that's me all over.
Hot goth girls.
I know, exactly. And I haven't gotten around to playing it, because it's like, guys, please watch Age of Wonders 4 content. I want to make videos about it, and I want to play it, but I can't justify it because no one watches it.
More.
It's so depressing. I love that game, but no one wants to watch videos on it.
No, I know. But I also played two little games. I played Every Day We Fight, which is another Hooded Horse game, which is like an XCOM Groundhog Day type thing, which I love, even though it had its boot on my throat the entire time I was playing it.
Yeah, it sounds like something you'd enjoy.
Yeah, I do like it when it's mean to me. It's one of those things where it goes, here's the first mission, and the first mission just kicked the shit out of me repeatedly. Like, to the point where the only time I won was because one of the enemies bugged out, and I managed to like win it that way. And I'm not sure that felt good.
Tactical victory.
Yeah, basically. And then Latifa, which is a game about, it's like a Vampire Survivors type game, but you play like a hot demon girl with guns, which is neat. Really enjoyed that one.
I'm noticing a theme.
I don't know what you mean. I'm not.
I'm not. What game was this?
This was Latifa. Latifa? I was just going to say Latifia.
There is a... If everyone else has done both, but there is one other game that I want to mention, just give a quick shout out. Warfare Legacy Collection. This combines Warfare 1917 and Warfare 1944, which are browser games that I used to play a bunch when I was a young'un. You literally just like click on a unit, and then like it walks across the screen and then fights the enemy units, and then that's it. That's all you do. You just wait for resources to come in, cooldowns. It's great fun. If you're about my age, if your back is just starting to hurt, then oh my goodness, then
your back should not start to hurt at your age. You're not that old.
That's what I said.
I'm 26 and I'm tall. My back is fucked. I don't even know what I've done. It upsets me, but yeah, those games are pretty fun.
God damn it. You should just work out more. I was like, I squatted 250 pounds, and I was like strained my back, my quadriceps lumbar.
Yeah, I got out of bed.
Like, I slept weirdly.
I got up out of bed and I was like, oh.
Broken. Right, May. What are we doing, May?
Oh no, I know what I did in May.
I played a couple of games. I played Nine Kings, which, yes, is another hooded horse game. It's another sort of roguelike-y game where you basically have a different king and it's like a card game as well. So you have like your little kingdom with like 9 squares, and you have a card, and you have to like place a card down, and the card, and then it's pretty good. It's neat. I also managed to break it, which was quite fun. Because some of the kings are quite overpowered to the point where you kind of have waves of enemies that attack you, and you're supposed to deal with them. And one of the kings has basically like a flying fortress. And I worked out that if I played certain cards, I could make that thing so friggin' powerful that it would basically hover over the enemy army and obliterate them in one shot, thereby winning every single round until the game broke, which was great. So love that. And I also played Duck Detective, the something of glamping. I don't know. There's been 2 Duck Detective games, both of which are friggin' great, and I love them, and my kid loves them as well. But they're quite cartoony, but at the same time, like he's like a hardened gumshoe detective with a bread problem, which is quite funny to me. And my kid thinks that's funny as well. Ducks like bread, that's funny. What? I'm like, yes, because it's basically meaning alcohol. But you know, it's just neat and fun, and the voice acting is amazing for that game.
If I can only choose the Ghost of Glamping or Secret Salami, which one do I do? Which one do I guess?
I mean, the thing is, they're both good. I would say probably the Secret Salami, because Ghost of Glamping's got a little bit of like spookiness in it, which my kid didn't like, but he might be too.
The Ghost
delicate.
of Glamping has 97% on Steam all reviews out of 1,992 reviews.
That's really good.
The thing is,
it's so good. It's such a good game, and they're quite short and they're not particularly difficult. But the voice acting is so good, and I think that really does. It can make or break a game. Voice acting
has 95% positive reviews, so 3% less. But it has 4,400 reviews, which is like almost twice as much.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's great for like, I would say, sort of 6 to 8 year olds to play, because it's got some fun stuff in there. So definitely worth a look.
What about 26 to 38 year olds? How about those?
I works too. Depends if you like point and click games, which I do. So.
Dang, I was playing a detective game later on in the year as well, which was like, this is rough. Like, do I have to think about how to actually solve this mystery? And then it's like, you failed. You didn't solve the mystery. And I'm like, what?
I have to think? Bullshit.
Ugh.
Yeah, in May, I started playing Captain of Industry, and Warhammer 3 took up 35% of my playtime in May. Captain of Industry was 34. So I played a crap load of this game. It got bigger trains updates, and it's still in early access, but this game, honestly, is like one of the best Factorio games. I'm not sure if it's better than Factorio, because Factorio also has all the planets and stuff now, but it's damn close. It's so good. It's just one of those games where, like, my life just faded away. Work, going to pee, getting more water, taking off my hoodie were all less important than trying to get this pipe to go over there. It was just... You
also sent that one to me. You also said, look, you need to play this. And it's basically like a drug addict handing someone a big pile of coke and being like, no, it's really good, try it.
It's not coke, it's heroin. It's much worse.
I haven't played it yet, and I really want to, but I haven't got around to it.
I gave you this spoonful of ominous looking... What's heroin even? Is it like black? I don't know. Black tar heroin? Yeah, sure, why not? I probably should stop saying heroin in this far in the video to get some sponsoring. But anyway, yes, Captain of Industry is fantastic. And if you like factory building games, definitely play it. It is phenomenally good.
Captain of Industry has 94% positive reviews on all English reviews out of 4,367 user reviews.
It's been out quite a while in early access, but it's so good.
Still means that the Secret Salami Duck Detective has more reviews. Same.
And then
was unfair standard.
Apart from that, a game that came out that I did enjoy this year was Islands and Trains, which I've talked about on the podcast before. Just a lovely little sandbox builder where you build islands and you build train sets. And, maybe we're just getting to that age now. But that's just a nice time to me. Chuck on a podcast, build a train set. What more do you need?
I did. Oh, sorry. Was that the games?
That was it.
Okay. Sorry. I lost track. I can't count that high. I played a bunch of Stellaris, Blacksmith Master, and then I think Helldivers 2 got a big update. Doom the Dark Age, I played a bunch apparently. And then Headquarters World War II, which is like a World War II strategy game, but it's turn-based. It's pretty cool.
Oh.
Then apparently I went back to Jedi Academy a bunch. Realistic saber combat, let's go.
Headquarters of
Such a
World
fun
War.
game.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, this does look kind of badass. Oh, Slytherin. That makes sense.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I did see that, and I was like, oh, I should try that. And
Oh,
I
this
never got
looks
into it.
badass.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. 454 reviews. Criminal.
Yeah, yeah, I did see that, and I was like, that does look quite good.
Yeah, that looks right.
And also shout out to Captain Blood, which I played, which is like a game that took 25 years to develop or something. I played it, was like, dang, this is really mid.
God, it's always the worst.
They did not spend those 25 years well. Oof.
Vampire Masquerade? Who said that? Sorry.
I'm like the only person who actually liked Bloodlines 2. Like,
I have a friend
but
that
I
quite
will-
liked it, but I think they just stopped playing. So like, I just couldn't.
But it's
It
like,
hurts to know you're wrong.
but it's a game that I understand is just for, like, I would enjoy it because I really like vampire games. I wasn't like, Bloodlines 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. But I'm like, this is not Bloodlines. It's a decent Masquerade game. Decent. On a good day, it's a 7 out of 10 game.
Oh, God.
Right, what about June? What do we play in June?
I played The Altars. Which is...
Nice, I need to
What's
check
that?
that one out again.
You're stranded on an alien world as Jan something.
Uh-huh.
Dolsky, that's it.
So,
And the base that you are on, it needs all these different skill sets, but Jan, he's just a guy. He hasn't got these skill sets. So instead, you change your like decisions over the course of your life using a quantum computer and build a clone of yourself from an alternate universe where you were an engineer or a scientist or a gardener. And that's it. And then you'd be space building, surviving, and talking to different selves. It's pretty cool.
I could relate with Jan right up until the point that you said he could then clone himself. I was like, yeah, I'm also a everyday guy, and I could also get stuck on a planet, but I feel like I'd just end up dying rather than trying to clone myself.
Yeah, it's a
But other than that,
like story-wise, it's a cool game. Like conceptually, splitting yourself into a bunch of different selves is like cool, and the conversations between them is very fun because they like all live the same life, but some of them like were there to say goodbye to their mum when she died, and some of them weren't. It's really cool.
look, I don't like the idea of talking to myself anyway. I don't like the idea of talking to myself when I was a fucking scientist, a try-hard shit.
Yeah,
Can you
the
imagine how
scientist one
fucking
is very
insufferable I'd
obnoxious.
be? Yeah, can you imagine how fucking insufferable I'd be if I was a
You didn't
scientist?
stay at university? Oh, you foolish.
Oh, Christ, I hate that guy already.
Yeah, but it's really good. The base building is fine, but the story is really where it's at. And then in June, Peak also came out, which is more friend slop. That's just good fun. Another one that's good for a proximity chat, because you'll just be climbing up this big mountain, and then you'll hear like as someone goes sailing past you. It's wonderful.
That does sound fun.
I think that's
Fred?
mostly me.
I played a bunch of Rogue Trader. I think I did my big playthrough of the last 2 DLCs in that one. Still, the best space CRPG you can find.
Yeah, that was when the
Arbitrace.
the Arbiter DLC came out.
Can't remember what it's called ever. The other one, Shadow of the Void, and then there's like the Arbitrace one.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of Dune Awakening, which is a weird game because like leveling and stuff like that is the greatest. And then as soon as you get to the end game, it's like, this is garbage. And then you just stop playing it. But leveling is just so much fun. It's crazy what a like turn it does. Bunch of Stellaris. Void Wars came out as well, which was the
Oh, yeah.
FTL game with Warhammer skin, basically.
It was a 40k FTL, wasn't it? Basically.
Yeah, copyright-free 40k. But it's really one of those things that spawn interesting debates where it was like, so, like, oh, this is just FTL, right? And it's like, yeah, but FTL hasn't done anything with their brand for like 14 years, so maybe just let somebody else do that then.
Yeah.
And then apparently I played a bunch of Cyber Knights Flashpoints.
Oh, that's a game I keep meaning to get into. I'm like, that looks so good, and it just never quite.
It's pretty hard, but it's fun. It's very rewarding once you really get into it, but it's really hard to get into, I felt. But it's basically XCOM, but you have to do heists, so you have to like try to sneak around and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you're like a cyberpunk person.
And then also
cyberpunk people.
Eyeless. Oh, maybe it got released then. Actually, that's when I started playing. Maybe I played the demo first, or it was something else, and a couple of months before. Also, try my hand on War Tales.
War Tales.
A bunch of other stuff. Oh yeah, this was demo month. I can see that bunch of stuff there.
June was the finally the month where I got into the Cyberpunk DLC.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Phantom
Where the
Liberty.
fuck that one is? That's it. That's where I got into that one. I was like, yeah, let's do that. So I played a huge amount of.
It's so good. It's so good that it kind of pisses me off that the rest of the game is not that good.
Yeah. Not to mention it's got Idris Elba in it, so I mean, it's inherently just spend most of the time going, please, Mr. Elba, can I lick your face or something? So spent a lot of time doing that. The Road Trader is such a good game.
Yeah.
I freaking love Road Trader. I mean, the combat is a piece of piss. Eventually, to the point where I got into a rote of being like, okay, first we do this, then we do this, and then I got like, oh Christ, what did I do? I had the Psycho lady, Idira, and she had like a make everyone do an alacrity like buff or something. So that first thing I'd do is be like, Idira, do your fucking thing, and then she'd use her thing, and everyone then gets like 15 action points or something, and then we just like fucking body the entire enemy, like group of enemies in about 2 turns, and they'd be like, great, we've won. And then it was just that. It was just rinse and repeat. So I'm hoping that Dark Heresy is going to make the combat a little bit better. But
I just made like, my character was just Space Cop Fred, and he just used a shotgun with Arbitrace, and he was built so weirdly, because if you're really like dogmatic, you get a perk which just makes it so that you do 100% armor penetration, and you get a shotgun later on that does like immense amounts of damage, but you only get 1% armor penetration. So then basically I go up to the last boss, and I'm like, and I just kill him first turn. He's just like, yeah, it was like basically boom, and then done. Just doing like 3,000 damage every single shot. It was insane.
God, that'd really take the wind out of the Nether Brain fight, wouldn't it? If you could just pull out with a 12 gauge.
Yeah, no, it was so stupid. I just laughed for like 5 minutes.
It is that thing of like, I remember, I can't remember the Blood Assassin lady. Basically, I made her super powered, gave her all like the good shit, and then my thing would be like, because I was an officer, I could say, Idira, do your thing. She would do her thing, and then I'd be like, okay, now the stabby lady, go and stab everyone, and then she'd just go in like a fucking blender and just annihilate everyone in about 1 turn, and everything else was just like, well, I guess we'll mop up now.
Yeah, they did change it though. They did do a big combat overhaul, so you can't have her being that OP, because she could actually like jump around and like murder everybody in like 1 turn. So that's nerfed, and a bunch of other stuff. So I don't know what builds work anymore even.
Yeah, it was a lot of but I like they voice acted all of the tutorial bit. And that bit is so good. Like having all the voices really, really makes that game feel so much more and it feels really jarring when you then go into the rest of the game and the voices are only like every so often, which is a real shame. I realized that voice acting in that entire game would be a frigging nightmare, but it does make it so much better.
They did say that voice acting is something they're going to work on a lot for Dark Heresy. Voice acting and the leveling system is a abominable. It is so bad in Rogue Trader.
It really is.
It's like I will die on the hill that I will not play an Alcat game without a build guide. Because the first time I played Rogue Trader, I took like a sniper rifle commissar, and I picked up about 60% of my talents didn't work. And I mean, like, it's not like underpowered or anything like that. Like, they did nothing. Like, they literally were not activated in the code. So they actually did nothing. And sniper rifles were actually underpowered. So they did like nothing either. And I was like, I'm going to let somebody else test this for me. Because this is like the third time in an Alcat game where like stuff that I choose just don't work. I have like a superpower to just choose stuff that don't work. First time I played Kingmaker, it didn't work like most of my stuff. Struggled through like normal difficulty. It's because like my wizard shit didn't work. And then I played Wrath of Righteous. And then like in the last bits of it, like I still got overpowered, but then I like started reading up about it. I was like, oh, these last things that I didn't use because I didn't feel like they did much, they didn't work. All right, cool. Like a bunch of demon special stuff. Like, all right, cool. And then Rogue didn't work either. So like, yeah, you know what? I'm never playing one of these without a build guide ever again.
Totally fair. Totally. It just takes some of the stress off, like having a 50 different skills that you're like, you need a fucking PhD to understand.
Yeah. Also, like when you're streaming, you have to like go through all of the skills, read them all, and they're like so weird as well because one of them is like effectively you shoot once more for every shot you take, and the other one is like if you have a space marine in your party in moonlights, you will have a 2% more fixed chance if you're wielding a knife in your second inventory slots. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. The one other game I'll give a special mention to, Empire of Sin, released its DLC in June, which is pretty much all you can say about that. There was a DLC. They finally released it. It was subpar.
Yay.
Oh, did it get released? I thought it was released like last or several years ago.
Well, yeah, Empire of Sin was, and then they had no DLC for like ever, but they did have a season pack where they said there were going to be DLC. So I think this one was basically just to go, okay, now you've got your DLC, now please leave us alone. That's what it felt like. It was very much please just stop asking. Thanks.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
In June, I was playing Elden Ring, but that came out a long time ago, and it was pretty good. Yeah, it was all right. And I played a game called Fill Up the Hole.
Emotional or physical?
Bit of both. It's a bit of an idler game where you, like, your little peoples produce garbage, which you then throw into a hole for money. And you can, like, build little factories to make more garbage and catapults to launch it in and all sorts of fun little ways to launch garbage into a hole. It's great. It's a nice little short game. Took me, like, 3 or 4 hours to complete. It's very, very charming and came out in July, most importantly.
Sounds good. Should we move on to July?
That's
August, July.
We just did July.
Did we? Well, August?
Yeah.
No, July. I haven't done July, I think.
Oh, sorry,
I played a bunch
we haven't done.
Sorry? Have we not done July? Did we just do June?
I thought that was
We just did June.
I thought Phil Ball came out in July.
Well, you've just done July. Yeah. That's fine. Then we can move on. Right, okay. Fred, July.
Okay. I did Rogue Trader because apparently I did my giant playthrough in June, July, and then I did a bunch of RimWorld because it got like the best DLC it's ever gotten then.
Oh, I've not played that yet.
Dude, it's so good. It's literally, it changes everything. Really, really everything. You make your own little spaceship and you just like build that up and you go through there. So instead of like,
does sound great.
Oh yeah, I try to find like iron and stuff like that. You just go there and you mine everything like locusts and then you just leave. Great. Apparently played a bunch of Terminator, Dark Fate, Defiance, and Wildgate. Wildgate is a extractor shooter where like somebody has to pilot a giant spaceship against another team. And it was a really good game, but like already on day 3, I just couldn't find like full teams anymore. I don't know what the state is right now, but like it would always be like 3 versus 5 from my team or something. And I would be like, what's even the points? Really cool game though. Like it was super fun, but like, dang, that really depressed me.
That's fair.
In July, The only game I really played was Xenonauts 2, which I'm assuming must have had an update in July. Now, Xenonauts 2 is it's like, look, I know the new XCOM games are good, but they don't scratch the XCOM itch for me because they're too. They're a little bit more arcadey, right? They're a little bit more arcadey. Like they don't have the time units. You have action points, which is fine, but you don't have to do maths with that, and that sucks. I want to do maths. I don't want things to be easy.
You're not using a statistics calculator when playing games. You're not gaming.
Yes. Yeah. Also, I want people to die. I want my guy to get fucking clocked from across the map and just his head explode, and that's it. He's gone. That's what I want. That's the visceral action I want. And Xenonauts 2 gives me that. It gives me people will die horribly, and I'm just like, well, guess I'm gonna need to get some new guys. And that's just what I like. And Xenonauts 2 gives me that. And I love that. And I think this is probably when they had the end game added. And I really want when they hit like release, because it's still in early access, I really want to do another playthrough of it because I friggin' love that stuff. So yeah, that's what I did enjoy.
Nice.
August. August was when Dawn of War Definitive Edition was released.
Yeah,
so that's
same.
what I played.
Yeah, same. A ton of that. So fun going back to that one.
Wasn't it also
Such a good game.
Dawn of War?
Did you stream it or like create corner around this?
I didn't.
Because I got so many people who's like, this looks exactly the same as the old one. I'm like, yeah, that's like what most remasters are. They look exactly the same as you remember them, but it doesn't look the same as the actual game. No.
Yeah, if you go back and actually play the game, it looks a lot fucking worse. This is just how you remember it.
Obviously, it's not like a humongous difference, but like it is. You definitely notice at least.
You know what I did play, because I didn't really play much of the remaster. I played Dawn of War 4 demo that they sent in that really sketchy email. They're like, we would like you to play a game. And that was all the email said. So,
which is why it went into my spam folder, and then I looked at it and went, I don't trust that.
You can play a game. All you must do is send us the numbers on the back of your credit card, and I did. And by God, it was Dawn of War 4. Guys, really working in communication. It was terrible, but the demo for that was pretty cool.
Awful.
Although my first battle, for some reason, I don't know if I had like memory leak or something, but the longer the battle went on, the less frames I got until it was just like a slideshow. And but apart from that, pretty cool, and I'm relatively excited for it.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, the majority of what I played was Jedi Survivor, finally. Speaking of low frame rates, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all right. And then Life is Strange Remastered, which fantastic.
I really like that one. I like the side character of the fisherman the most. Like a super tiny dude. Oh, yeah. Like first you see like this grizzled fisherman who's just sitting there like, I wrestled with a sea monster and it was 30 times my size. I had this and this with me to fight this. And then like he zooms out and he's like that small, and then he's like sitting by like a little pond basically. Just dives in and you see like another little fish like go for him and he's like, come at ya basically. And this is he's great.
Yeah, it had some nice wacky Star Wars-y characters, which I enjoyed. The story was completely fine, which, for Star Wars is pretty good. But yeah, fun game. I just wish it didn't have such poor performance, because even though like I had fine frames, I think it was using like DLSS, so I was getting like really bad input lag, which sucks in that game because it's basically a Souls-like.
Yeah, on the hardest difficulty, it gets a bit rough, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But they actually added it, so you get in New Game Plus, you can get realistic saber combat, which is basically everything just dies and gets cuts through instantaneously, basically.
That sounds pretty cool.
Which is really cool.
Shame I won't play it. Yeah, not really much else apart from that. Monsters?
Fred, have you already done yours?
No, I played Dawn of War. I played a bunch of RimWorld again, Age of Wonders 4, and Mafia: The Old Country. Mafia: The Old Country is one of those games that it's like it's a very good Mafia game, And if you get it on a sale, it's like a 7 out of 10 cinematic thing to just like play through. It's got its stupid parts, which are like really meme worthy. Like you can fight through and like shoot 60 people. Then you get to the boss and you're like, have your gun there and you're just going to kill him. But no, the other boss is like, oh yeah. He just like takes out a knife and you just like throw your gun away and just take out a knife every time as well. So like everything always ends in a goddamn knife fight every single time. You're like, oh, I shot 60 dudes. Oh, he took out a knife.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah. Like, fair is fair. It's just so stupid. Also got a really bad Dungeons 4 DLC there, I think. Because I played that one a little bit. The two other DLCs before the last one were pretty bad, goddamn bad for Dungeons 4. But I haven't played through the last one yet. Yeah, that's August for me.
September then.
September.
I'm pretty light
now,
for September.
good things are coming out.
Yeah, September is when my calendar gets a little bit busier. Town to City came out. Have you two played this?
No.
Yes, I think I even recommended it to you.
Yeah, it's nice. It's I think it's kind of misleading in the title because you're not really taking a town to a city. You're kind of just like building a town up to a bigger town, and putting all the little details in. And it's fun. It's a good time. It's cute. I like it. Nice chill game.
It's very cozy.
Yeah, very
cozy and chill.
But the game that I probably played the most was Silent Hill F, which of course stands for fine. No, it was pretty good. It's a good game. The story is really good, and has like a lot to unpack. But by God, the combat, they were way too proud of it. It's like a neat-ish combat system, but you know, in like a horror game, when you're scared and the combat's kind of like intentionally clunky to make you more scared. This isn't that. It's just frustrating.
I hear it's also like weird because it's a horror game, but you can just beat up everyone.
Yeah, you really do feel like David Martinez from Edge Runners. Like you'll use like your focus meter or whatever it's called, and then an enemy will flash red, and you'll like teleport over to them and just clock them. It's bizarre. It is a good game, but I would definitely play it on an easier combat difficulty because I was like, oh, I played Silent Hill 2, you know. I'm a gamer. I can handle it on hard, and it just adds so many more enemies that I just could not be bothered. And I eventually just turned it down, and hampered the enjoyment somewhat. But good game, definitely. And for a Silent Hill game, it being pretty good is like, you know, it's top 3. Because by God, those games have some mess.
So the only thing I played in September really was Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, which is a Lego Star Wars game.
Hell yeah, great.
Which
It
is
is so good.
way better than it has any right to be.
Yeah, it's surprisingly good.
I've seen some
Wildly good.
I've just noticed something that came out that we should talk about. Endless Legend 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we mentioned that on the podcast several times, though. It's just such a
fine,
weird game, right? Yeah, it's just fine.
It's the most okay game of all time. I feel bad saying that, but it just really is. It's just completely okay.
Yeah, I don't really know what they can do, but it feels like they did something that either didn't. Yeah, I really feel bad about saying bad things about it as well, because I do like. I wanted to succeed, but like, it's just missing that spark, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's the same. I want to like it. I don't.
Whenever I'm playing it, I was just like, God, I'd rather play an Age of Wonders.
Yeah.
It's just like every aspect was just better in Age of Wonders 4, unfortunately. Endless Legend 2 is not a bad game. If Age of Wonders 4 didn't exist, it'd still be okay. But because all the games exist to do the same thing so much better, you're just like, oh, it's rough.
Yep. October?
Fred hasn't said anything. Come on.
I have so many here for September. Stellaris probably got a DLC there. Dying Light, the Beast, very cool game. Though too big, so I was like zoned out of it. But it's a really good Dying Light game, and you can turn into a Hulk monster. Play a bunch of No Man's Sky. Probably had an Expedition then. Space Marine 2, Water Park Simulator. Water Park Simulator is really, really fun, actually. I really like those janky ones.
Oh, yeah, I do like the janky, those kind of games.
Dude, Water Park, definitely like get it if you want like sim games. If you like stuff like gas station sim is like what actually got me into these sim games, because it's such a janky weird game where you're like, oh right, you can't park there, you take out your mop and you like sweep them away basically with your
I feel like
broom,
those games,
like
the
car.
jankier they are, the better they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the same thing with this one. You're like, oh, you're doing graffiti here, and you just like taste them. Borderlands 4 came out. It was also like a good Borderlands game. Town City, obviously, played that a bunch. Played Goblin Cleanup. That's a good game.
I do want to play
That's a really good one. Goat Simulator 3 a bunch with my daughter.
You know what?
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It's like Mario Kart if Mario Kart had access to cocaine. It's just like when you start it, the music is just so loud and it's just so hysterical. It's like, go now! It just keeps on just hammering you with like visuals and audio, and it's just amazing. Played a bunch of
we played together in September once. I just realized the peak of naval combat in Total War, Napoleon.
Oh yeah, so good.
Shout out Napoleon naval battles. They rock. Are they balanced? Yeah. Nope. Are they fun? Yep.
And we did notice that a lot of the historical ones, when we're doing the eras clash for Creative Assembly, that it's a lot of the old ones just are not balanced. Like you get like, oh, this unit from multiplayer is crazy strong. Just crazy. Like Thrones Britannia, for example, we just saw like, okay, Berserkers. If no one else has Berserkers, the Berserkers would just win. You would, like at some points they were like we had one group of them and they were just surrounded, and they're like, yeah, you failed because you surround them. Now they can attack in every direction. They're just gonna kill you faster.
You fell for my trap.
It's absolutely insane. Also. Spirits X Strike, which is a Xbox 360 era type of action game where you just play as basically Fist of the Northern Star.
Lovely.
So cool games. All in all, in September, it was a very, very good month.
Yep. So I mean, that's when release season starts to get kicking.
Yeah. October then.
In October. Well, I played something that I went for a little cheeky preview, which is Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Oh yeah, someone got a key for that.
And I got a key. I got to go to the preview. I mean, I got a key like the moment the game released, so don't get too excited. I was a little bit upset about that one, if I'm honest, but you know, it is what it is. And the game is really good. It really is. It sounds obvious being like, oh yeah, the third one in the series is the best one yet. Like, yeah, it should be, but it really is. It's just, everything is so refined, and the baby dinosaurs, oh my God, they are the cutest things you've ever seen in your life. And the event...
Yeah, my kid did gush about those.
Yeah. The event, I had to go... I was not paid. I had to go to London, and I had to wake up at like 5:30 to get there. The event rocked. It was so much fun. I love that. But yeah, Jurassic World Evolution 3 is a fantastic game. And if you like building parks and dinosaurs and building dinosaur parks, then it's a no-brainer. And on the way down, which is technically September, what do you want? I played Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar, and that's pretty cool. It's a nice little farming game, nice and chill. But apart from that, that's it.
Frederick?
Personally, I played Bloodlines 2, which personally, like, if you get it on sale, it's a decent 7 out of 10 game on a good day. It is not for everyone. It is super polarizing. I enjoyed it, but it's one of those games that I will not recommend to everybody. Jesus Christ. But it's if you just want to feel like a vampire, you just like World of Darkness. Yeah, honestly, it's all right. It's got nothing to do with Bloodlines 1, though, so be ready for that. Played a bunch of Mega
That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's part of the problem. There's a lot of problems with the game. It's far from perfect. Like I said, on a good day, it's 7 out of 10. But play a bunch of Mega Bonk. Which is, you know, a hilarious game made by like one dude on like crack or something. I would say cocaine, but I definitely don't think he's at that like living standard, honestly. And a bunch of Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era demo, which is the most robust demo I have ever played in my life. Jesus Christ, is that like a big demo? I saw streamers like streaming it for like a week straight just from all the stuff you could do in it. It's crazy. Farthest Frontier and Lesaria. Those are the ones worth mentioning. Lesaria is really cool. It's basically just Majesty in new, like a new type of Majesty.
Sounds cool. I also played Jurassic World Evolution 3, which is very good. My son enjoyed that a lot. But the two main ones were demos, and it was Mechanicus 2, which had the Steam Fest, which I loved Mechanicus, and I cannot wait for Mechanicus 2 because that just, it's such a good game. Mechanicus is such a good game. It's just freaking great. And also Winnie's Hole, which is a game that I'm really looking forward to the full release of that one. And it's just something about having Winnie the Pooh being a horrible The Thing type monster and eating little woodland animals, which just speaks to me on a weird level. But both of those are flipping great games and are basically the only thing I played other than Warhammer 3 that particular month for some reason.
Yeah, I'm skipping 90% of stuff. Oh, I played Dispatch as well in October. Such a good game. It was probably the demo actually.
That is my planned game. In fact, I need to get it installed because I'm going to go over Christmas. I'm going to stay at my parents like 3 days. And whenever I get a spare moment, I'm going to play it on my Steam Deck and just sink into it. That's my plan.
That's basically what I played because I waited until it finished coming out, which I think was in November. And then I played it. And oh my God, it's so good.
I'm excited.
Word of advice, if you're playing as around family, stuff like that, there is like a censoring nudeness.
Coward.
Yeah, it's like, look, mom, dong. Like,
yay! Even better than that, look, super religious grandma.
Yeah, so is everyone done October?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also played Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile, which is, if you like mystery stuff, it is like you actually have to like solve mysteries.
The game that came out in November that I would like to talk about the most, and I was playing right before this podcast while I was waiting, News Tower. This is quite possibly one of the best management games to come out this year. It is phenomenally good. Every aspect of writing a newspaper, from like sending your reports out, deciding who goes where, assembling the newspaper, building the tower, like everything is fun. Like there's no aspect of the game that I think, oh, this is a chore. Every aspect, I'm like, oh, I get to build a new floor. Oh, I get to send my guys out. Oh, I get to build my newspaper. I can't wait. I love it. It's fantastic. And the music slaps.
And you're like chasing stories all the time. You never feel like that's a chore. You're like, are there new stories for us? They're like, oh, that's a good story. I want to talk about that one. I'll send the good reporter out.
Yep, it's so addicting. It really does have that like, all right, I'll just do one more week. You know, I'll get through one more week of the paper and then I'll stop playing. It's just so good. But I also in November, actually, is this November or is this December? I started in November, so I'm going to talk about it here because I want to. Metro Awakening VR, which I'm going to come out and say, second best VR game I've ever played, with Half-Life Alyx at the top and then this. It's
really good. Ridiculously good.
It's a fantastic game. If you like Metro, I don't mind Metro, but it was fantastic. And the story was actually good, which for a VR game, having story at all, first of all, and then the story being good, you are in the 1% of the 1% there. I'm not gonna lie, there were moments where I was in my headset and I was like, I'm tearing up in here. I'm gonna need to take off and wipe myself down.
Yeah, I mean, like VR games are usually like either like this is the future of VR and this is what VR is all about, or it's like this is like a mobile game for a more expensive thing. Like it's so bad otherwise.
Yeah, but it is a truly fantastic game, and I hope that we get more like it. But I doubt it. Anyone else?
Brad?
Have you said yours, Monsters?
No, not yet. I'll get to it. It's fine.
Okay, then I'll do. I played a bunch of EU5.
Like a lot of the same games.
Yeah, I played a lot of EU5.
Yes, that did come out.
I think that's like one of the most complete Paradox games ever, and it's just so much fun seeing people like Either like you're a fan of Paradox and they're like, it released to like 76% or 78% positive reviews on Steam. This is huge. And like people who aren't into Paradox, it's like, that's not very good. And people who are into Paradox like, it's the best ever. Like, what are you talking about? Like, see, so such future completes we got here.
So when you see a Warhammer DLC that's not mixed, you're just like, holy shit.
It's one of those things where I think that Paradox really suffer from their DLC model, and releasing a new title is always going to be like, well, where's all the extra bits and pieces? But I think they released with enough stuff that people were happy with it, but also that they've got places they can expand to, and that is such a tightrope for them to walk, and yet they somehow managed it, which I was like, bloody hell, good job.
I do want to get into it. It looks scary. Paradox games in general just look scary, but I do want to get into it for sure.
I think it was pretty easy to like learn the basics of it. I'm not like super good at it or anything like that, but learning the basics is like one of the best ones, honestly. But then I also played a bunch of.
Always sucks.
Yeah, I also played a bunch of Pal World. I'm playing through that with my wife. So that's nice. Going around, just like, hey there, little fella, you want a gun? It's nice. It's like, see this dragon? I'm gonna strap rockets to it.
And then a Nintendo lawyer just turns up and hands you it.
Yeah, basically. And played a bunch of War Sales.
Yeah,
another game I want to get into and learn, but I can't work it out.
It's not hard. Like, I can even coach you in it. It's so easy to get into. It's such a, like, IGN gave it a 6 out of 10. And when I read that, I was like, that's bullshit. It is one of the, like, I love that game. I just like went in and like the reasoning was every campaign mechanic is shallow as hell. And the only thing that is fun is battles. And I was like, yeah, but
you're not wrong.
I was like, all right, you win this round. It's like, fine. Still,
I agree.
Great game.
9 out of 10.
Yeah, basically. Like, I agree. 9 out of 10. Played a bunch of Outer Worlds 2 and Tainted Grail, and of course Dispatch, also News Tower and a bunch of other things. Dang, I was busy that month.
Mm-hmm.
That was my Dispatch month. That's when I played Dispatch from start to end, and fucking, like, genuinely such a good game. Well, I say game. I mean, calling it a game is potentially a dubious.
Yeah, I've heard it's a choose your own adventure anime with mini games occasionally.
Yeah. Which is fine. And apparently, like, if you want to get like the good endings, you have to be good at the actual game. Like, you can't just like half-ass it. You actually need to, be able to accomplish stuff.
Also have to do the right choices.
Yeah, I mean, I think that people were complaining that they got the bad ending, even though they picked the good choices, and the devs were like, "Well, did you actually like succeed at the things you were doing?" And they were like, "Well, not really." I was like, "Well, that's fucking get the good ending then, isn't it, you dingus?" But yeah, I loved it, and I love the characters. The voice acting was amazing.
Yeah.
It was just great. It was just great across the board. Friggin' no notes. I was also the month when the Vampire DLC for Age of Wonders 4 came out.
Oh yeah.
And I love the Goth Girls, so that's pretty great. Loved that. Played a load
really
of
good DLC.
Oh, really good DLC. Yeah,
it's really nice seeing the community also rallying behind it. It's like, yeah, this is actually a really good DLC. And some people are like, the Vampire is so well made, because some people are like, this class is OP, and other people are like, this is underpowered as heck. Because they go into like morale damage, so you can basically get the entire army just running away after first strike, basically.
Yeah,
there's vampires here. So much fun.
They are. I made my vampire lady basically. She could die, but if she died, she just popped back up. As long as the army wasn't defeated, she basically like, "I'm back, bitches," and she would just run around murdering people and biting them, and it was pretty great. Apart from that, that's pretty much all I did in November.
Oh yeah, I also played The Last Caretaker a bunch, which is a crafting survival game where you're a robot and humanity is dead, and you go and you sail around on your boats trying to get like resources to like just drive your boat around.
That's something you have to like plug power into yourself.
Yeah. So it's basically like, oh, here's okay. I have a wind turbine here. I'm going to have another wind turbine here. And then I put cables into this thing. And then I put the cable in here. Boom. It's like, now I'm fully powered. Now I'm going to load up my gun. Boom. And you stand there a little bit. And like, yeah, this is good. And then you go and like try to explore this thing that has like a bunch of monsters and all that stuff. It's like,
just kind of
this
feels
is a good
like
cable. I would put this into the recycler.
It just feels like playing a game where you have your phone on 20% battery and you're feeling really anxious about it all the time.
Yeah, it's not far from it, but it's very, very cool. Like literally, I'll just be like, oh, this is a recycler, and then I just like start looking at all the furniture and like, oh, this is a really high tech, good computer monitor. Just push everything into it. It's like, this is a corpse, my fallen comrades.
Well,
Just and then it just like
these
poops out
useful.
little blocks of stuff like bonk, 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 and you're like.
okay, is that everyone's November? Because my
Yeah.
December looks awful.
Yeah, my December's basically empty. I ain't really anything to talk about. I played Warhammer 3 because the DLC came out. That's it.
Yeah. I'm at 81% Warhammer 3.
I've played a bunch of, Warhammer, obviously, 60%, then Pal World, Last Caretaker there as well, but also Routine is a really good horror game. It's basically like the horror game that I felt, because I'm one of the people who didn't like Alien Isolation. I kind of feel like this is like what other people probably felt Alien Isolation was. Played some more of the Dungeons 4 newest DLC, which was all right. And also, I've been playing a bunch of the Dawnless Days mod for Attila.
Yeah, is that good?
Yeah, it's really, really good. It is still like fun to see people going in and it's like, oh yeah, I know Warhammer. And then like it's Attila. So Attila is like, come here, I'll whisper you something. Come here. Stop! Stop, stop, stop. And they're like, no, why?
Yeah, I do remember like if you fire missile attacks into the front line of a shield, that it effectively does nothing.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, yeah, that's not doing anything. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's definitely fun, like doing the dwarves, and then you're like, oh yeah, well it's like 3,000 orcs, so like Warhammer standards that would work. Then you're like, oh no, like the front line is crumbling. Oh no. So it's a lot of fun. Like it's free. Just get like the base game Attila now on sale, and you just like go and try it out because it's Lord of the Rings. It's Lord of the Rings nerds. One of the creators came in, and we started nerding out about stupid stuff, which is really fun. And they're like super passionate about Tolkien stuff and all that. So it's just it's just really fun. Definitely go check it out.
Cool.
You all
Is
done
that,
for
is that
December
everyone?
one?
Yes.
All right, what was everyone's game of the year? Mine's obviously Claire. No secret about that.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
Fred, what's your one?
Runner-up Captain of Industry. That game rocks.
I actually not sure which one was my favorites. So I played a bunch of Shredder's Revenge with my daughter, which has been really fun. Just sitting like by the TV and like playing like a game through with her. But since it's not released this year, and if I would have to do like a game of the year this year, it would definitely be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because it's just such a cool game, honestly.
Hasn't played Claire though.
I haven't played that one yet. I played for like 2 hours now. It's like maybe I should stream this or maybe not, and then I just never played it.
Keep it for yourself is my recommend.
All right.
My game of the year is, admittedly, I didn't play very many new games. Like, what, 26? Was it 26? 28 new games. So, of those 28 new games, of which a lot of them will be demos that I tried for about 30 seconds from Next Fest, it's probably got to be Dispatch, because I just... The 3 evenings that I took to play that game, after my son was in bed and I could come down to my little office and I could sit here with a nice Bailey's hot chocolate and just lose myself in some Dispatch it just felt so good. And I came out of that just feeling like I feel really that just felt good. It just felt like a really nice end. I felt good about that. it made me just, I just went, yeah, I could, if they do Dispatch Season 2, fucking there. Just, I want it.
It's a good choice. It's a really, really good game. Recommend that to anyone. It's like one of my favorite Telltale games. That is made by Telltale.
It's basically based. It's not made by Telltale, but it's made by the same people, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Because like nobody wanted to work for Telltale there for a bit, I think. Because of all the scumminess and things. I can't even remember all of it. I just remember there was a bunch of drama about Telltale.
Yeah, and I think it's a bunch of the Telltale devs that then left to set up Dispatch.
So what's his name? Aaron Paul, the main character. He is such a good voice actor. He was also in Invincible, the latest season, and he's just a brilliant voice actor. Like his actual acting is like, yeah, it's good. Like it's really good. But like his voice acting is just, you notice that dude is a proper and really, really good actor. No shade on the other dudes or anything like that, because they're all like really, really good. There was only one voice actor where it's like, not really selling me, but that's just because it's like, it's moist critical being moist critical, basically. And you're like...
It just takes you out of it. I remember when I played the demo, I was like, what the fuck? What is this?
And I'm like, you know what? You're not bad. It's just... I guess you're the dude I've listened to otherwise, a lot. So I don't know. It's just really weird. But
yeah, I mean, the only problem I have with it is the fact that the big demon lady isn't a romance option, which is frankly right. I'm like, why not give us what we want? The big demon lady, come on. So apart from that, yeah, that would be my game of the year.
Understandable. It is a very good game. I think that's kind of wraps up our year.
Yep. I think so.
That was a weirdly paced little thing, but segments. But you know what? I bet we did this. Maybe we'll do it better next year. Maybe we'll do it worse. Stay tuned. Wait more than a year, I guess, to find out.
Maybe we'll have Warhammer 40,000 by then.
Yeah. Anyone have any finishing words here?
Thanks to the people that have been watching this year. We obviously I obviously do make these because, it takes up a slot. It's a nice thing, but I kind of just enjoy doing it. And I think even if we weren't recording, I probably would be down to just talk for 2 to 3 hours each week, each month, because it's just fun. So I appreciate the people that do watch these, and we have heard you. And one of the resolutions for next year can be to try and give this some structure. Don't want to structure the joy out of it, but I think definitely having at least an itinerary that's vague would probably be a good idea. But not for this one. This one's nice and chill.
Itinerary is something we've had on and off throughout. We've been doing this one. It's definitely something that we go back to because it's kind of something we need. And just having some structure points is good to have, so we don't just go all over the place constantly.
Yeah.
I refuse. I'm a free spirit.
Well, if Monsters suddenly isn't on the podcast anymore, it's because he's a loose cannon and won't play by the rules.
3 days for retirement.
It's just edit every time Monsters and then he just cuts. Someone else starts talking straight away.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, folks. Have a wonderful Christmas/holidays if you don't celebrate, and we shall see you in 2026. Is anyone else got anything to say?
Thank you everyone for watching. It means a lot that you guys are here. So
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, why are we doing both hands?
What
is this? Jazz hands. Christmas jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Christmas jazz hands.
Christmas jazz. Is that a Christmas thing?
Yeah, it's festive. Why not?